Main screen. Hello.
Hello Twitch, hello Rumble, and welcome to allegedly a D&D campaign where we played some D&D. We're just going to do a very quick sound check to make sure that you guys can hear us all, because I could just be yapping away and you can hear everything. 1 second.
Sound
I
check.
can hear you, I guess.
Yeah, I could hear Angus. It was lovely. Carl, can we hear
I
you?
love that.
Possibly. Can you? I don't know.
Well, I can.
You tell me, because I
Angus,
don't
can you
see
hear
the
Carl?
stream to check.
You mean you're not watching the stream?
That's what I'm trying.
Oh, we all sound pretty good.
Okay, is there now? Is there?
Nice.
We sound good. We sound good.
Good.
Yeah. So let me just shift the map around so that we're where we're supposed to be. At least.
That's right.
Not just looking in the mountains. We're down here. Well, we're not. We're there. Aren't we? Because last session, you made your way out of the jungle and met up with the werewolf Devon on the outskirts of the jungle. You made your way back to his hidden cabin and avoided being spotted by the black dragon as it swept over the grasslands on the hunt. You settled in. I'm not going to go into a massive amount of depth. We settled in for the night, and there was some RP stuff going on. And during your patrols of the cabin and surveying the local area, you did spot what appeared to be a large-scaled creature, which was mostly obscured by the rocks.
Spooky.
You got a night's rest, and we rejoin you as you're making your way out of the cabin. So,
It's too bright to try to go back inside.
We fashion you a big straw hat, makes you look like an old farmer.
I would actually really like a big straw hat for detritus.
Good.
Just need some dungarees, and then he's fully equipped to just go barbarian on everyone.
Hell yeah. I spend the night fashioning a straw hat.
oh, and Devon had created a poultice for Brogville, hadn't he? And applied that, and that seemed to have helped in some way.
So he's not dead when we wake up. That's good.
Did we,
He was
did we
not
have some
dead
to
when you
reapply at some
He
point?
did. You did. He said to reapply it in the morning, and then every day until it ran out.
Okay. I'm assuming we reapplied it in the morning.
I also assume you reapplied it in the morning. And in fact, that's yeah.
Okay.
He's
So we
and back on Boyko. As you're starting to head out.
and to confirm specifically with the straw hat that has been made, that it was, I assume, made out of the straw that made up Devon's mattress.
I don't think there would be any other straw around,
Yeah.
unless there was.
Oh no, that would be it.
40-year-old werewolf bedding as a hat. Love it.
Got flavor to it.
Okie dokie. How are we doing for food? Should detritus be
Very bad.
looking out for some tasty morsels?
Yes, please. Because otherwise I will starve.
I'm tracking food, man. You gotta help me.
So you get for paying attention to stuff. Angus, what would you like for detritus to, as we venture forth, be looking for? Maybe something with a bit more protein. Squirrel, rabbit, small person, gnome.
I'll take a survival check.
Large person.
Large person.
I suppose the first question would be, in which direction are you heading?
Casimir. Which direction are we heading?
South.
Yeah, no go south.
To the jungle.
No, it just no. No. Should we take the coast? I was considering that before.
Yeah. Either way, the coast might be I don't know. It might be safer. Might not be safer. Do you have any sea monsters in this part of the world? Or
What
coast
would I,
monsters, I suppose.
knowing the
Um.
immediate Cutler Bay area from the past, what would I know the coast to be?
Did you see any on the
Like-
ship on
Any
the way? in?
Sahagin?
In what sense? Like,
In terms of, is there places to hide by the looks of it? Is there still like woods and stuff here and there and stuff like that? And also, anything obvious to this, specific to this area that would stand out that I would know of? In terms of creatures or anything I should know? Whether it's to do with
creature-wise,
the
not
wilderness or the
no.
civilization.
Creature-wise, not so much. It's certainly not sort of sea creature wise. I mean, there's always stories of hideous sea creatures that take down ships with no survivors and all of that sort of stuff. Wherever there's sailors, there's tales of those sorts of creatures. The coastline sort of shifts between sort of quite flat rock and stretches of beach. There are some patches of woodland that are dotted along the coastline. Not to the extent that you would be able to like traverse along the coastline entirely obscured under trees.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of standard then.
Yeah.
The way I see it, that might not be too much difference, but I suppose from the coastline we will be able to see Kotor Bay in the distance at some point.
Okay. And you mentioned something about velociraptors. Maybe it'd be good to get away from them.
We've seen them in the fields. We don't know if we'll see them in near the water.
Oh, God,
Is it
that's
those
good.
and coastal velociraptors?
Who knows?
Well,
Coastal
I've never heard of
velociraptors,
a,
all right. Maybe.
I haven't heard of coastal velociraptors, so let's go with that one.
Coastal.
Although I suppose they might have fins. If they're coastal, they might have legs as well, to traverse the land.
Maybe there's just crocodiles.
Same thing. Someone calling crocodiles from now.
Basically.
I like the idea of Delilah
alligators.
knowing a bunch of stuff about like mythical animals, but like really mundane ones like crocodiles. She has no clue about.
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
Okay,
we're leaning towards
well-
coast.
So yeah, I guess like
lead on, Captain.
northwesterly towards coast, and then along the coast towards Cutler Bay.
As you're gonna looking over the, I don't know if you do it on like paper map or you're like, sketching it in the dirt. The Tritus will just walk up behind and just point to the ocean. And just go, the Tritus not swim good.
That's okay. We don't need to go to the water. Just walk.
The Tritus walk good.
Walk. Good.
He just immediately starts walking in the direction.
As long as it's the right direction.
South.
Yeah. It's like, no. This way.
This big ass Casimir holding onto an even bigger ass of the Tritus. Like, come on.
He got distracted by his straw hat. He can just see the brim of it. Ooh, nice.
Okay, we charge forth heedlessly.
Okay, so you're heading due west. And now that will take you relatively close to where the large-scale creature was viewed or spotted last night, which is to the northwest and not far away.
We go northwestward.
Can
Northwest.
we
I'm just
right?
saying, are you trying to avoid that area particularly, or are you
Not gonna
not
lie, completely
particularly
forgot about
think we're
that.
gonna
caring,
do
or
Detritus is
thing around
oblivious
it, right?
to it, so
a bit of a wide sweep?
I think we're doing a sweep around it, yeah, like a wide.
Like start in almost like
Yeah.
a southwesterly direction and then taper it into
Well,
a
let's-
westerly a little bit
Let's
further
say
along.
westerly, and then going northern.
like a wind.
Yeah,
Like,
let's go with that one. Both myself and Delilah are incredibly interested in what this monster is, but you know, let's be
Especially-
responsible for this.
Did you
It's probably a
see it,
dinosaur,
or did you just
honestly.
have
That's my guess.
Detritus's
That would be
description
cool.
I guess
Keep an eye out
that's-
for
of it? Big tail.
a dinosaur.
Okay, so as you start heading out in your westerly trajectory, I'll take a perception check from all of you to start with, I think.
If I didn't do my speech thing this morning, then I would have. I don't remember if I did.
Okay.
I've got 7 temporary hit points,
How many?
so
How
I
many?
think you might have.
I've
Seven
got
temporary, yeah.
7 temporary. That's the standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Perception.
Would I have regained the other half of my hit die as well?
Yeah, I think so, right?
So I'm back on 4. Perception for you, Mr. Angus. I perceive everything. This straw hat keeps the sun out of his eyes, so he's just like
Indeed, that shading of your face and taking the sunshine glare off the rising sun in the west, because fuck it, why not? And it sets behind the mountains in the east.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Greek
it's my
physics.
world. I can do what I want. Yeah,
Yeah, fuck it.
physics
I
is the
love-
same. It's just reversed. Why?
I like
or
massive,
something.
like cosmological implications on a fuck it. It's great. I love it.
it is
Wait,
lower now.
So the east is west and the west is east.
Only with the
No,
sun.
just
So
there's
the
just
sun
the sun.
sets in the west or in the east, and
No,
which
the
The sun
Our
rises in the
east or
west
the world's east.
and then sets in
Or
the
the-
east.
So that is that our right or left if we're facing north?
The sun rises to your left if you're facing north. in
Yeah.
Angus' world.
And then sets.
But our
I don't know
east
if this is
or
Casimir
west or
Yeah, it's hard to say at
world's-
this
What
point.
do you mean out west? No, east and west as reference points are the same, but it's just the sun goes the other way
Yeah, it's just the
around.
You know how it goes: north, south,
Or
east,
rather,
west.
the world spins in the opposite direction.
Or time
I
just
really
goes
wanted
the
to
other way
confuse everyone
backwards.
for a minute.
Yeah, it's
Everything's-
actually a mirror universe of the actual universe that we're playing D&D in. And that was the big twist that was going to come at the end. And
You ruined it.
There you go, Carl. That's how you need to think of
Getting
it.
cancelled. Okay, so detritus. As you're making your way west, you hear the noise coming from the north, so the rocks, and you see between the rocks this just hulking lizard-like creature. It's massive, and you see it stand, and it's easily 20 feet tall. It's a T-Rex.
Yo.
Okay, it was a dinosaur.
And it appears to have made a kill, and it's sort of just camped out by whatever it is. You can see it start to rip into whatever it is.
Can say to
Whatever it is, you can gather it's probably quite large in the fact that it
sufficient for
was eaten last night and it's having another go this morning.
Casimir,
Yes.
do you still want food?
Shh, he's speaking. He's speaking.
Food.
Yes, he's spoken
Yes.
before.
You still want food?
Not to me. Yes, please.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sneak my way towards the edge of, like a little bit closer to the dinosaur. And just whisper over my shoulder.
Oh.
I found some.
He's gone off and got food before. We
Uh,
don't know the dinosaur's there.
Wait, wait. Oh.
I don't think we do. Angus, do we see the dinosaur?
Try to just slowly sneaks towards
Say
me.
no, it'll be funnier if
The-
the Tritus dies.
Not immediately, and Delilah, you notice it before Casimir does. You just sort of follow the trajectory that Detritus is moving off on, and then you just sort of scan your eyes further ahead to see what it is he's going after, and then you spot it, like as it's standing up and ripping meat off the fallen corpse and just chewing it and just lifting its head up and swallowing huge hunks of meat. Yeah, you spot it, and then Casimir's like, what? Oh.
Yeah. Before the responsibility takes over, she'll be like, in a way, it's already eating detritus. And then it'll just get around too.
Terrible.
But I do point out the giant T-Rex.
Is this the point where we leave him, or no? We can't leave him, can we?
Do I have a message is the question. Delilah will send a message magically to detritus and say that might be a bit too much food for us to carry. Let's find something smaller down the road.
As the Tritus hears this,
No,
voice inside his
go
head,
fight it.
I want to fight it, but like responsible.
He just
If it happens to see us, Angus, I won't complain. But
so, yeah, he's sneaking along, and then he hears the message, and he just drops to the floor.
Well, I tell you what,
Goes flat. Puts
Detritus,
his hands on his ears.
roll me a stealth check, please.
I didn't mean that he got like 3 feet from you guys, but happily, 11.
you think your psyche is breaking, so you start yelling.
Just start screaming, loud, noisy. It's in my
So
head. Oh, sorry.
okay. So as Detritus falls to the floor, clutching his ears, he lands quite heavily, and as he sort of thuds to the ground, you all look instinctually to where the creature is, and you see it lift its head and turn and look over in the direction that Detritus has fallen.
I immediately get down, like, so into a bush. Like, oh god.
Just disappeared.
Oh, dear.
Like Homer Simpson.
I messaged to the T-Rex and Sylvan, nothing to see here.
And
Do you
what are you
think
doing
he
with
could mess with
Boyko?
that thing?
With what? Sorry, Angus?
Boyko.
Sacrifice.
No.
And the rest.
And so and Brogville.
Zara.
Not happening.
And the man.
Zara, yeah. And man.
Man can handle a
Martin-
T-Rex. He
Martin-
can solo a
Man
T-Rex
one.
easy.
Martin with an E.
That was it. Let me solo
Was
her.
Like Martin?
Martin.
Yeah, like Martin.
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 That's a Dutch name.
Maybe he has vaguely Dutch adjacent roots.
Martin.
Dutch equivalent.
It's Vlam's cousin.
Can I message the big guy to try this and just tell him to lie down very quickly? Assuming he's in grass.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he's pretty stationary.
Yeah,
Just
it-
hands on
it's
head.
grass. It's sort of
Like
just fine late summer grass.
Okay. Well, we do our best to hide from the T-Rex.
Okay. Can I have stealth checks from the rest of you, please?
The rest of us.
Casimir. Yeah, everyone who is hiding from the T-Rex.
So
I would
still
like
my
to-
hide armor currently. Actually,
Oh, that helps.
If you're hiding, then roll me
Yeah.
a stealth check. Not a sleight of hand check, a stealth check.
Oh, so I used the larger number. I clicked on it. Not even thinking.
Nice.
Okay.
That's pretty good stealth checks.
To do is
And detritus hid before he made the noise which triggered the T-Rex.
he did.
pointing
Yes, I am aware of that
Okay.
that stealth roll.
Don't eat
And-
detritus. I can't roll another character yet, Angus.
Yeah, you can.
How T-Rex is like
Hang on.
challenge 6.
I have no clue. I knew there was a thing, but I never looked up.
From I looked when I had a wizard and I had polymorph, but I don't think I ever used it. Let's have a look. Actually, I don't want to look in case it
It scares you.
meta games it also scares me.
Yeah.
It's just basically a big puppy but with scales, and it's got some food that I want.
That's a good idea. Let's stop hiding and then try to tame it.
We could ride it
Make a true
back to
D&D
Cutler
party.
Bay and just return to the Snake Village with armed with a T-Rex.
I will an animal handling on the TRX, I guess.
I think you need to roll one on detritus first.
you throw a dice at it
Fail.
like a Pokeball.
Trying to shift this.
Oh god, he's shifting stuff. That means it's gonna be combat. Doomed.
Imagine playing an artificer that just has like Pokeballs that you throw as like.
Oh, God.
Yeah. An artificial druid or something.
And just people who annoy him.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you won't give me an 80% discount?
I trap you, sir.
Pokeball. Huzzah! You guys are silly.
Okay.
Tranquilize it and force feed it for 15 hours. Are we on about the dinosaur or just Carl?
Yes, well, maybe Carl as
That's
well.
how I
but
got him to be
definitely the
friends
dinosaur.
with me.
He said it, so
It.
it's me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a game called Ark Survival Evolved, Michael,
Oh.
and you could tame dinosaurs in there, but you had to like knock them out in one way or the other, and feed them until they like you enough. But some of them take ridiculous amounts of time, like 15 hours, or like I think one was a couple days with the constant feeding.
Jesus. I'm sure there was
You get
another
to tame
game
a
like that
dinosaur.
where you had to feed. It might have been Pokemon actually, isn't it? Where you had to feed them to make them like you. Or
Some
it's-
Pokemon games. Otherwise, the captivity and the
make some crazy
whatever that.
parenting. It's amazing how many things are just feeding them to get them to like
Stockholm.
you. Yeah, parenting,
Yet-
dating, hostages.
Either way,
Blend of
Stockholm
all
syndrome.
three.
will fit in.
It's all the same thing.
I'm gonna go vomit real quick.
Oh god.
Oh, wait, really?
I hope it was that. Well, I don't hope it was that he was ill, but I don't want it to have been just the sight of us on his screen. So yeah,
And
in case you hadn't
Martin
noticed,
Martinson.
yeah, I will be requesting a Dutch accent when he next speaks. Angus, please.
Right, so this is where we are. This is what's happening. Can you all see that shit? You guys are all down here. And what's up here?
Oh, he a big boy.
Oh yeah, you're a big boy.
Real big.
And
Dun, 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 Is that Family Guy? I'm thinking of.
That's Jurassic Park, but maybe you are thinking of Family Guy doing Jurassic Park.
He's trying to dispose of a corpse or something. The toy dinosaur. Family Guy used to be good. Right. He's pretty far away. Did they update the measuring thing?
Yeah, it appears so. I don't know. Can you see what I can see?
I can see
Yeah,
yours,
Oh.
and it looks a lot better than mine because it says how many squares.
Yours does on mine as well.
Oh, okay. It just must be others.
It's a DM thing.
No, I can see Carl's, and Carl can see mine, and I can see yours.
I didn't see everyone's the same.
Yay, TOX.
Rawr.
I mean, oh no, TOX.
Oh, and it shows when you queue them up. It shows you
Yes.
the point. How do you
It's
even
going
do
to
that again?
come to
Wait,
about
what?
and it's starting to move in your direction.
Oh wow!
That's a pretty aggressive stance for a
what?
T-Rex. In all the films, they kind of try and figure out what you're doing
But
first.
they're just so mellow.
They're friendly little dudes.
They're just so chill.
We meet the one non-Rastafarian TOX.
Although Angus, as we're both keepers of chickens who are distant relatives, we both know.
Oh
they
yeah,
just
no, they
run
are
at you to kill
absolutely.
There's no investigation.
100%.
Just murder.
Assume food unless proven otherwise.
They are terrifying creatures. Okay, right. Let's figure out how bad I'm gonna die. Although I do have all my power-uppy stuff.
So, it's coming towards you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do?
Me?
Well, all of you. What's your plan?
Get a javelin ready, probably.
Are we fighting it or are we trying to leave?
Become what the kids might call enraged.
I suppose that's what the question is,
Okay.
but you're taking a very long time to decide. It's been more than 6 seconds.
Detritus is going to start to stand as if he
it's
were to attack.
Coming towards you
But
some more.
If he gets an immediate message or something similar to just says run, then he might listen to that. But
Yeah.
he's just going to stand up and equip a javelin in the time it takes.
Okay.
Yes.
For you guys to decide what you're
Boss
doing.
man, do you say something?
I don't want to shout at him because
Roll
Okay.
some initiative.
I'm just like,
Okay. If I have time, Angus, I'll yell, run, and then I'll
Roll
try to
initiative.
distract it. No? Okay, good. Tried. I do really want to fight this thing for the record. I just gotta.
So do
Try
I,
not
do
to
I
let you
not
guys
get
die.
a response of chucking my javelin?
I thought you said you were preparing your javelin.
Yeah, like just to give the others enough time to shout run, but
To say, no, don't do that.
because that
Yeah.
would definitely work. Initiative
Well, yeah, so let's see what happens on the initiative order.
11. I think you mean 2011.
So actually, this all works quite nicely for everyone because everyone all falls in the order that you wanted things to happen anyway.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
except for Zara
That's excellent. Yeah, except from Zara.
causing trouble.
So we start at the top of the turn order with Delilah.
Okay. Player question for you, Angus. If Detritus was extra strong, could he suplex this T-Rex?
There's a question.
Fine. I do count as large for pushing, pulling, lifting, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Are they classed as giant T-Rexes?
huge. Bro, look at
Huge.
this. Look at three.
I can't do the trick.
Nope.
Huge.
I'm gonna come
Close enough.
Huge.
I think by rule, like, as well, Angus, the T-Rex is a little too large, but if you want a rule of cool it,
Maybe it's a
we
juvenile.
could have a cool little combo going here.
So
Wait, what are you trying to do?
powerful
I
bill.
think they can give detritus steroids.
Basically, yes, magical steroids.
Detritus natty.
I mean, you can generally grapple and push and stuff a creature up to one thing larger than you, right? But if you
Ah.
count as large,
Yeah.
with that stuff, then
Count as one size larger when
Huge.
determining carrying and weight I can push, drag, or lift.
Oh,
yeah,
So,
that would be
like,
huge.
gets
I'm just
Jaws.
saying, if that also does that also apply to
Does
being
the
able to grapple
sun
one size
rise
larger?
in the east?
yes.
Um,
As far as you know, yes, because it would be cool. So,
Goliath.
if it's all like carrying capacity based, I plan to give you this thing.
I don't know
Enhance
why I
ability,
looked
but
over
more
at
specifically.
your camera then. As if you're going to
There
hold
you
something
go.
up. Thank you.
But this thing will no, not that one. I'm looking for the strength one.
That's not-
The strength one will double your carrying capacity. So if it's already doubled, then you can lift 4 times the weight of a normal bloke and your
Detritus
capacity.
is hench.
Yeah. There you go. That one. Advantage on
checks,
strength check.
Carrying capacity. I suppose
So hypothetically,
According to foreign posts, it's just your carrying capacity that it affects.
yeah,
yeah, but you can
What a
carry the
strange
T-Rex
image,
up
isn't it?
as you suplex it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lifting
Well.
the T-Rex. Can't hurt it, but I can like lift its foot up.
If not, I could do other shit, Angus. I just thought it'd be fun to suplex
No,
the T-Rex.
I'd say no.
No,
T-Rex
okay.
is too big to suplex. I mean, as you can see,
How much does a
it's
T-Rex weigh?
it's
A lot.
It does probably mean that I could just pick up houses and stuff if we allowed this.
That
Maybe.
would be the potential implication, wouldn't it?
Yeah, seven metric tons is quite a bit. So 7 Fiat Puntos.
Metric tons. Jesus. Da 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 da.
I prefer to think
okay.
of it in terms of Fiat Puntos. Sorry, I just know that my car is a Fiat Punto and it weighs about a ton.
2 feet puntos.
Nice.
Okay, so also since Sarah's coming up right after me, I'm gonna look at her kind of like motion towards the whole fucking situation coming towards us, and just yell out like artillery, and I'm gonna
Awesome.
start running forwards a little bit, about 15 feet, which will give me just enough to use fairy fire on the big T-Rex.
Okay.
Very fine.
And
Interesting.
since it's one of my artificial spells, she pulls out that healing gun, and it just basically just fires like a flare gun, and it hits the T-Rex right in the eye, hopefully. But it just starts roaring, and there's like a big fire and like
That is-
pixie dust flying all over the place.
That just sounds like something straight out of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, well, I mean that was my
Just
inspiration.
like flares.
In range. Okay, so it's got to make a dexterity saving.
Oh crap! It gives advantage. That's
Yeah,
that's
to
a
melee
much
hit.
better spell than I
All-
thought
all
it was.
hits,
I
but-
thought it just did the visual
Yeah.
effect thing. Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean that's like a secret thing of
That's
it, but yeah.
an 8 on a dexterity saving throw.
Fail, you fool.
It has failed. So yeah, it's does it take damage?
No, not from
No.
fairy fire.
So yeah, it's now outlined in what color light does it?
Humiliate it.
A neon like pinkish purple.
Okay, this undulating neon pink and purple swirl just emanates from the creature's skin, Next attacks against this next attack. For
do we-
any attack up to a minute has advantage on
That's
it.
pretty good for
Hell
open
yeah.
space.
Do you,
That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty.
do you want to
dope.
give it a little Marco so you don't forget about Fairy Fire? Also, Matt's comment in chat. It's waving its stupid little hands around trying to get the fire, but it can't because it has stupid little hands.
Oh, that's
very
going to get us cancelled because no one's going to listen to the fact that that's about T-Rexes, and they're going to think I'm fucking disabled people.
Can someone clip that, please?
Oh, maybe I should do this, but
Just clip
That's it.
Angus
We-
saying
we're
that they
being
like people
cancelled.
and then doing that, and then just put it
I'm
over
trying to
each
get
other,
it.
and we're good.
yeah.
That's how we get banned.
We
on
do need
Twitch.
to set up that TikTok for promoting the clips. Oh God.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'll I don't know, move behind this tree for the rest of my movement. Dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Sarah gonna do? She's going to.
Do you want me to place make it a little easier on you?
Let's have a look. See what she's got. Have you put any new spells in there? No.
No, not yet.
Okay, so she's gonna
Wait,
cast magic missiles at second level.
okay, if she wants to. Otherwise, she has advantage on way of fast and will cast a spell slot.
She's out of range for Ray of Frost.
She can move up like I did.
Good.
Yeah.
Or she can stay a fire amount of distance away from this massive dinosaur
That's
and cast magic missile with a range of 120 feet and stay much further away.
Okay,
This is self-preservation at its finest.
You did say
Yeah,
artillery,
yeah.
which means you should stay away.
Yeah.
so it's quite fine.
God, I think on my D4s.
You wouldn't have to roll a d4 if you cast way of fast. No, I'm kidding.
And that does 12 points of damage
Nice.
Nice.
total.
So it's dead. Yeah, right.
And it,
That last fight almost killed it.
Everything had been eaten was actually
it-
very poisonous.
these sort of very bright white with a hint of purple motes just fire out as Sarah casts the spell, and they just spiral around between you and Detritus Delilah, and they weave between the trees and just bam, 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 bam into the chest of this creature, and it lumbers on unfazed.
Bloody lumberer.
Right.
Okay, so point of question, but I think it is in the rules as is, so we can't. But I just want to point out, I don't get rage damage for throwing a javelin, even though a javelin of any ranged weapon should be just a straight strength, right? That's silly. I don't like that rule.
Oh, Angus can change it. God.
Yeah, do you think you could angrily throw a javelin with more force?
Yeah, I think so.
Not you specifically, but you as
Michael.
a
Yeah.
hypothetical.
Yeah, so I get like aiming a crossbow.
Everyone.
Just being full of rage might not be a good thing.
Yeah. Well,
But javelin, it's like very physical, and I think if it's an Olympic
Yeah.
sport, then you should be able to get a benefit from having additional strength.
being angry about it.
Yeah.
That makes
Rage
sense, actually, yeah.
badminton.
that would be so amazing.
That would be
to
really
watch.
good. So
I would-
if you wanted to consider changing that specifically for javelins only, and I'm willing to accept the distance
I'll allow it.
limit, but
But yes, and the rage damage would only be applicable within the first range motion.
is-
If you were throwing and
With
had to take
disadvantage, doesn't
disadvantage,
apply.
you wouldn't get the rage bonus.
So
You can probably move forward though and chuck at it.
yeah, so it's 30.
I think I'm getting pretty good at those. Yes, but.
Yes, you are, Angus. Very proud of you.
30. So I should what's this tree like to my right, Angus? Space for climbing?
It likes
got leaves.
sunlight. It likes rain.
Smooth jazz. Walks in the-
What a dad answer.
Give yourself
It
inspiration.
likes the other
Angus.
tree over
a bit of
here,
oxygen.
but,
But it can't
but
turn
not
on
this
to
one so
shine.
much. And it's. Oh, is it this one you were talking about?
Yeah, the one to my right.
Wait,
Oh, that
Angus,
one
you would
also
know
that,
this.
that one also likes rain and sunshine.
Although, Angus,
it
why are you
doesn't
telling him
like
he
this
doesn't have
tree.
speak with plants?
Oh, yeah,
it,
that's a
it,
good point.
it does like this tree over here, and it's causing some friction.
Would let's say you get fire. Would
Hey,
would
Fire.
detritus be able to climb it? Like, does it look like a good sturdy climbing tree, or is he just going to crush it?
I mean, you could climb.
I would argue why.
To get closer to the T-Rex's head.
Oh, okay. That would definitely work.
You're just gonna be stuck up in a tree while the T-Rex eats you. Like it has to at least fit down to get you.
I was trying to figure out a way of saying that would take
be
you
bad.
up closer to where the teeth and stuff are. But that's what you were going for. So no, that's fine. Roll me an athletics check to
Well, yeah.
climb the tree.
So,
You haven't
will
raged
that
yet.
be my action to climb the tree?
It sounds like
Or is
normal.
it just
And the
normal
plus
movement?
side. Plus
That,
side is the T-Rex can't grab you while you're on there.
that
It's too
will
high for it
depend
to
on
I
the
can grab you
roll.
anyway. He has tiny little hands.
That's what I mean. So
Athletics, you're saying?
Yes.
I'm just trying to look at the
Okay.
plus sides.
Um,
The plus side is you're presenting yourself.
okay, yeah. Athletics
a
to
platter.
to attempt to climb the tree.
Yes.
Okay.
17. It's a shame you weren't raging because you would have got advantage on
I
that.
thought it was dexterity
do.
to climb.
No, it's acrobatics.
Ah,
Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
I would argue that
I'm
you
gonna
can
rage
use
as
acrobatics.
soon as I
to
get
climb,
up there.
Okay. Yeah, the 17's good, but I was looking for sort of an 18 on how to sort of not have it cost your action.
No, I guess
So- So it does cost you your action to climb.
Reload
the
to
tree.
save. Reload to save.
yes.
That's annoying. I was gonna
Save
rage
scum.
first, but then I thought, no, it'll be cooler if I rage while in the tree and taunt it.
Actually, because saves come in D&D.
Well, okay. That sucks, but I'm going to rage as my bonus action,
So you are
and I'm going
in the tree.
Rage.
And you're about 15, 20 feet off the ground.
Yeah, so like, in the tree, see the T-Rex ahead of me, and just start shouting at it in a raging way.
Okay. You rage.
And I'm going to roll a d8.
Oh yes.
Ooh, an 8. I think I've had that one yet.
Gun.
Am I 30 feet? Can I get a con save from the T-Rex, please? Ooh, this could be good.
Is it within
Angus.
30 feet?
It should
Is
be.
it within 30 feet of
Because I
you?
threw the thingy. Not there.
35.
Yeah, the one up, Angus. One up.
Wait, what?
There.
Oh, okay.
Like on a limb. Taunting
Okay.
Like, ah.
Gotcha.
Come at me.
Gotcha.
Dino
Oh,
brain.
all right then. All right then.
How does a con save work?
So I roll a dice, and
DC 8
that
plus
number
my proficiency
determines.
plus my con modifier.
Oh
It
no,
says-
that. What?
If you read the top bit, and I'll just link it. If the effect requires a saving throw, 8 plus
Okay,
proficiency
yeah.
plus con. So proficiency
Yeah.
2, constitution 4, so 14. I imagine they have quite good constitution though, T-Rexes. Do they have
Probably.
14 worth?
Probably a lot of
If
Go
so,
just
I
sword.
might survive if it gets below 14.
I mean, you're aging, so you'll probably survive at least one hit.
That's a 19
Oh,
on
you-
that
Worst turn ever.
con
Angus.
save.
I'm just gonna sulk in this tree.
Sorry.
Hornswoggle.
So what happens there? A bolt of light shoots from within your chest,
Okay.
and it
It does nothing.
misses the
But I
T-Rex.
can use this
unfortunately.
again next turn as a bonus action.
As a bonus
Just
action,
keep
you
flashing
can
it.
indeed. Just- Bam!
Good.
Just induces seizure in the T-Rex.
Seizure. Oh, you put it in the chat. That was even better. Okay.
Question. I have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that I can see.
Yes.
Can I? How would I physically use that so if I had an action, could I prepare an action to say when the T-Rex lunges for me, I want to drop down out the tree or something like that? If I would have saved my action.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I was just trying to think how to use this practically, but okay, doke. I'm just gonna.
Danger sense is also something that just happens. Like you don't need to do anything for it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Like it just means that you are good at seeing things
Dangerous
coming.
things.
Yeah.
Like traps and like
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like a fireball. You're like, "Whoop,
Yeah.
get over
like
there."
T-Rex
Right.
jaws.
Like T-Rex jaws.
Yeah. I would
Okay.
argue it's dangerous.
For the remaining however many seconds until my next turn, I'm just going to continually shout at the T-Rex bees. The Dirt Rider. But it's really low, kind of like mountain slide bass rumble of anger. But other than that, I will be
Okay.
completely ineffective, if you don't mind.
Nah, you're the tank. You're doing your job.
Didn't even throw my bloody
So
javelin.
it comes running straight toward you as you stand in the
Hit
tree,
it.
just screaming at it. And it just
Can we at
comes-
least do an intimidation check? Sorry, that's just
roll me an intimidation check, just for the hell of it. Let's see what
stare
happens.
down a T-Rex. If anyone can do it, it's the Detritus. He's stupid enough. No, he's not. As it gets closer,
as
his
you're
voice
yelling,
gets
so
higher
it-
pitched.
And in that last sort of 10, 15 foot, or sort of 15, 20 feet away as it's running towards you, it's just jaws are open wide as it's just full pelt towards you in this tree, and it just roars. And your bellowing becomes just drowned out by the cacophonous roar of this creature as it runs towards you. And it is going to take a bite attack at you.
Probably a
which
good thing
is,
your war gets drowned out because it goes up in pitch a little bit at the end. It's very scary.
It is an 18.
18 hits.
Okay.
Quick, cast shield.
Um,
I've not used those before.
that's not a good thing.
Oh, it's not.
I like playing a stupid barbarian though. It's weirdly a lot more fun than being a wizard.
Yeah, everything has its lane in D&D. It's great.
I'll also be. I wasn't expecting a T-Rex. So I thought it'd be like a Dimetrodon or whatever they're called.
No one's ever expecting a T-Rex. Okay.
No
How
one
many
ever expects
hit points do you
Spanish
have?
Well, I have 57 plus 7 temp, and I
Okay.
also have Stone's Endurance, which will allow me to reduce the damage somewhat.
Oh, you're fine. You'll live forever. Just give him the flat
Okay.
damage, Angus. Let him have it and everything.
You're in charge of getting the corpse out the tree. Does the hat protect
I
me?
won't be in the tree. It's not gonna be in the tree, my man.
Like, you have to wait around until afterwards to retrieve.
How
any
many hit
valuables.
points have you got?
Why are you asking again, Angus?
He has a
because
bunch.
I didn't hear the answer.
64 plus I can reduce the damage by some.
Okay, so this is 48 points of piercing damage.
Ah,
So 24.
I
and then
have-
Reduced to
I have
half
resistance,
because you
yeah.
are
Thank God.
resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage
Okay.
because you are raging.
So that's 24.
Mhm.
And then
24, yeah.
Stone's Endurance gives me roll a d12. Bloop. You
Nice.
can plus my Constitution modifier, which is 4, so that's 16. So
Hey.
what was it? 24.
Yeah,
24.
24.
So 8
Down
damage.
by 6.
I will
8 points of damage as this.
Puny-
As
Yeah.
it comes
Bites my arm.
as it comes in to bite you, you sort of grab its top and below jaws, and you're just in this strength battle in this tree as it's
digging
trying to
in.
bite you, and it does. It digs into your hands and it manages to sort of scratch on your shoulder. But what would have been a very, very nasty bite has turned into just more of a battle. In fact, I'm gonna say that you don't have to make a check to break a grapple. Because you're currently in a
Raid
sort of contested.
large.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. Roll me an athletics or acrobatics check to escape this grapple, but do it with
Athletics
advantage.
with advantage.
And does the
And what? You're
athletics,
already at
yeah.
advantage.
Does the taste of my newly secreted urine as I pissed myself in fear just make it spit
You
me
are
out?
not grappled, so as it sort of the bite sort of ends, you sort of throw it off, and it just
You what, man? You what?
turns back towards you.
Can we take a moment to talk about how fucking ridiculous that is? It's
why I love
amazing.
D&D.
Like only detritus could have done that. Like
Absolutely,
ever,
that was
basically.
perfect, and I loved it.
I'm almost glad that I didn't do it properly at the start. This is much more
You
fun.
did it good this time. That's all that matters.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Yeah, I can't do that twice, unfortunately.
It's fine. We only need the one.
Duly noted.
Okay.
Cause figuring out where to hide Boyko.
What Casimir's gonna do is he's gonna wait. What is my range? Oh, I didn't think about that. What is it? Not that.
This music's weird.
Right?
It's intense though. I like it.
Oh no. Damn it.
Save me, Carl.
What are you doing, Carl? What are you doing, Carl?
Ah, I had a plan, but I didn't account for my range. Oh well.
Always got to account for your range.
I'm gonna quickly grab a drink.
Go, 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 go.
Mhm.
Oh.
Expand. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna make my way. So, oh wait, that would be actually 20 feet. If I get to there, which is 25 feet away from me, so I still got 5 feet. I'm just gonna use my thing for now.
The thing?
My axe of hurling,
Okay.
because I'm just looking at this. Nah, it's not worth it. All right. Ooh, could. Okay. No, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm gonna attack it with my axe of hurling with a goading attack as well, assuming I hit. 'Cause it's if I hit. So that's a 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
Okay, it does hit. So I'm gonna do that with my goading attack, extra damage, which is extra d8. Okay, so that's 10 damage.
10 points of damage, but make a wisdom saving throw. Ooh, I don't think it's very good at those. Hang on, let's just take those 8 points of damage.
You did damage to it?
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey, roll again just in case you get a crit. You have advantage.
You do have advantage.
I do have advantage. Oh,
You do have advantage.
how? I didn't know that. How do I have advantage?
Because of Fairy Fire.
Very fire. Right.
8 is no better than 15.
15.
Okay, so it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. It rolls a natural 16 plus 1, 17.
Yeah, it saves.
Saves, okay.
It saves.
Doesn't have
so-
disadvantage on any attacks other than you.
Yeah. Yes, I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
I will actually just end my turn by going just like. 'Cause I had
So your
5
axe of curling comes flying through and it just sort of clocks it on the lower jaw before it returns to you, and you see it sort of turn its head towards you, and it resists the goading strike that you've made, and just slowly turns its head back towards detritus in the tree. Delilah.
Has 2 plans, depending on what you say to this next question, Angus. How big is this thing's mouth and throat area? Like, internally. Could Delilah still attack while inside of it, is my point.
It always gets weird.
It does. I think of, like, the correct thing to do, and then I think of the fun thing to do.
You
I
said you've
always
got
shoot
2
for the fun
plans.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The other one's a bit more traditionally epic, but, you know, this could be fun. Did I stump you, Angus?
If you're asking if it could eat you, probably. If you're asking, would it be safe? Would you survive doing that? There's a lot of teeth on the way, and it's not like a gargantuan creature which could like swallow your whole. This would probably chew you on the way in.
I was less worried about the teeth. I mean, let's like action, like teleport, but action slide down his throat so I can just blast him from the inside.
Choke him to
with my
death.
sword.
Just block
And
up the
like
airways.
cinches inside. If that's a bit too silly, I have another option, Angus.
What are you?
Broke
What would you be using to do the teleport?
One of my many teleports. I have a phase step. I have just a Eladrin step thing. In fact, if I teleport, I use the Eladrin step that may burn him a bit on the inside too. Otherwise, my second plan is to teleport on top of his head, all like action hero-y, and then try to stab him in the eye. Which would still look very cool, admittedly, but it would be a little less silly.
I will certainly allow you to try the first thing if you would like to.
Do I feel like I would still be able to like cast spells from the inside?
You would probably be limited to spells that were like verbal only, that didn't have somatic or material components, because you'd have no way of getting them. But yeah, verbal spells only, I would say, if you were contained within the gullet of a T-Rex.
Come up with some weird
Okay.
stuff. I love it.
No way.
Good, yeah. Okay, I don't have it if I can Misty step back out, but If you give, yeah,
It's gonna be
without
so
at least
confused.
somatic, I can't. Okay. If I had somatic as well, I'd
Just like-
probably do it. That way I could just like fire the gun sword while I'm in there. But if I don't have somatic, I'll just. I mean, it's basically what it is, right? It's a crystal magic sword, but it acts like a gun.
What Delilah's doing is the equivalent of when someone yawns, you sort of jab your finger in their mouth.
Yeah, but with the whole ass body and a gun.
Well, yeah, but in terms of scale.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, if I don't feel like I'll be able to actually hurt it from the inside, not much point. Aside from maybe appealing to our Vor fan base. Yeah, I'll summer step, which is just Misty Step with some flavor on it, basically, and damage. On top of the T-Rex's head, and then I'll just stab it in the eye with my sword with the good
Still epic.
booming
Okay.
blade.
Still epic.
Practice,
Just waves as you shoot appear. on top of its head.
Can you just chuck the face step in to summer step?
Hello.
Do. Believe that'll be it. Yeah. So appear on the back of its head, stop the wave at Detritus, and I'll stab it.
Okay, so you are now on top of it.
It takes 2 fire damage.
It takes
We're chipping away.
2 fire damage.
Okay. Let's see.
Nice.
Doing booming blade damage. That'd be a rapier. Quah!
15 hits. In fact, 19 hits.
Hell yeah. So there's that
12
damage.
points.
Nice. That's max
Okay.
damage, baby. Alright, and
Nice,
with
nice.
a little bit of booming blade if it wants to move afterwards.
If it wants to move. Okay.
And yeah, okay. So I'm just rodeoing on top of it. Rodeoing. That's hard to say. Take me to its mouth. I wish to fire my gun sword. Very eloquently put.
All right. Sarah, she's gonna. Gonna head over towards Brogville and Boyko, and then she's gonna cast Ray of Frost. It's a 17, that's fine, that definitely hits.
Nice.
That does 1d8 cold damage, or and that is going to be her turn. And we're back around to detritus.
Detritus smash. Okay, so I am already enraged, which is good. My first action, Angus, is I would like to flash it.
Okay.
So I think that was 14.
14 was your
Con
con
save.
save. That's not a good roll.
It's lower than 14.
A 9.
Nice.
So it is what now
It is
blinded.
and takes 1d6 radiant damage. Fool.
Nice.
This T-Rex and more specifically
3.
its eyes, and I having a good day.
3 points of radiant damage, and it is now blinded.
So I'm going to, if I may, also leap onto it to join.
Hell yeah.
Is it Delilah or Sarah who's on it?
Delilah.
It's Delilah.
I would like to leap on it from my vantage point in the tree, which was definitely my plan the whole time. And
Hell yeah.
as I'm
Okay.
leaping, I'm going to, if I may again, use my rage-fueled great axe to help me get some better purchase by swinging it as hard as I can into its face.
Okay, so leaping axe strike at the face of the T-Rex.
First you flash him, then you gash him.
Roll me your great axe attack. with
Why doesn't
advantage for the fairy fire. 26. Not even a natural 20 in it. That's near enough, but not quite. It definitely hits. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Bloop.
For
Nice.
16.
16
Nice.
plus.
Nice.
We need to get you great
yeah,
weapon
the-
master. That would have been amazing. That would have been fucking 26 points of damage. Yeah.
The T-Rex sort of moves its head out of the way slightly as you leap in, and you sort of catch the great axe right in the meaty part of its shoulder, and one of its tiny little arms sort of hangs limp. You are dug in and clinging on.
Yeah.
Bonus action high five. Free action high five.
Still waving. Hello.
Hello.
This looked fun.
It is.
Yeah.
A cheerful giant maniac
sort
has
of-
just joined you and is just laughing his heart out.
It's great. Having a ball.
Bearish.
Yeah.
Keep you all together for the time being.
Okay, I think that is. I did have a question. Since it's my turn, it probably won't be relevant for this fight, but Javelin has a thing on it called crit range. Crit range 20. Does that mean that if I throw it within 20 feet, I get
No,
something?
that means if you get so you need a 20 to get a critical on it. It's rather than a 19 and a 20 or a
right,
18,
okay.
19,
It's
20.
the number on the dice rather than a
Yeah.
range. Is in. All right. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, that is detritus done, I think. Yeah, bonus action and action.
Okay.
Yep, cool.
I'm gonna put this
So,
in Twitch as well, but D&D on a T-Rex, new single coming by allegedly a band.
T-Rex
100%.
Surf in USA.
Yeah. It's like
all right, so on its turn, it's going to
Be blind.
be unhappy about being
Mounted.
You in like a
Mounted.
rodeo animal.
I suppose we don't have to kill it. We just have to make it
uh,
not want to fight.
it's going to try and shake you both loose, and it just starts to thrash itself around. And as it's doing so, it sort of rotates around to about there,
Get it in the butt, Carl.
and you're there.
Give it the shocker.
So can you both roll me dexterity saving throws, please?
Do I have advantage on that then?
You do have advantage because it is an effect that you can see.
It just can't see me. So dex saving throw. Bloop. Okay. Rolling pretty nicely today.
Hey.
Yeah, good job.
Right, as you cling on tight to the half of your axe as the shaking is going on, and you just hope that the blade is in deep enough and it doesn't come loose, but it holds. Delilah, you are thrown from the back of the T-Rex, and you land prone.
Oh no.
There, and
Blah.
I don't know why that made me laugh so much.
that's going to be it.
Bullshit, man.
Turn. Casimir.
So thingy's still on top of it.
Yeah, so he's sort of dangling just below the jaw, like it can't quite get in.
It's like a dog with something stuck to it,
It's just
holding onto a lip.
that's going alongside my other. All of my T-Rex oceans are going to get me cancelled. Throw the arms in as well.
You guys.
This is gonna get me canceled. I
Let's do
assumed
it
that meant I
more.
wasn't gonna do it. No, you just went full bore.
If you're gonna get cancelled,
T-Rex.
do it for the right reasons.
I mean, if you're gonna go, go.
Yeah, don't
it's
half-ass it,
the
I
T-Rex
guess.
trying to eat detritus, who is hanging from its chest by an axe. And
like
not
me,
making fun of disabled people.
But we are making fun of
Yeah,
T-Rexes.
he is a disabled
Yeah, he's
person. He can't
blind,
make fun of his own
Angus.
kind.
Oh yeah, he's blind. He is also blind.
Oh, I was jabbing
okay.
at Angus, but
I had forgotten that, which is also I hadn't. no, I
Please
hadn't
remember that the
forgotten
giant T-Rex is blind, Angus.
that. How long is it blind for?
Until the start of my next turn, and then I'm going to
the
flash
rest
it
of its
again.
life.
Well, yeah, if that
Okay.
axe hit would have been a few feet higher. What's Martin doing? Is he been rolling?
So yeah. I haven't been putting Martin in there, if I'm honest.
He's our
but
greatest
Martin's
asset.
plan
It's
over the last few turns was to start
Fucking
running
Martin.
over this way
Wait, so the
and sort of hiding over here somewhere.
You know,
just hoping for the best.
Delilah's flying through the air. She just sees him moving behind a rock.
It just like a disappointed face comes over, like flying through the air. There's more important things to think about. Nope, disappointed.
so you're saying the T-Rex is blinded?
It is blinded. It cannot see what's going on.
Shit.
It's
okay.
having quite a bad day.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna walk up to it. From, oh wait, actually, if it's blinded,
Go for the
it can still take attacks of opportunity if it's blinded, right? It just does it at disadvantage.
Does everything at disadvantage? Yeah.
Oh.
Can't see automatically first. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right then. I'll approach it with my great sword, and I'm gonna take a slash. That's a 9. Oh, advantage. Sorry.
At advantage, yes. Oh, before you roll that at advantage, Delilah, can you roll me? Oh no, you didn't take any damage when you fell off. You just fell off. That's fine.
Fine.
24
That's
hits.
the first time I've fallen off of a big lizard.
But not
Assumably.
Twenty-four.
Nice.
Roll a 24. That's 11 damage.
11 points of slashing damage. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my things just for this turn. Yeah, that's it.
So apparently you can't attack a creature you can't see. Because the opportunity attack is triggered by a hostile creature you can see. So if you blind it,
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Oh,
okay. Hell yeah.
It's a good thing I rolled an 8 on it. Tie its shoelaces together.
so it can't attack us with
I mean, it can still attack, but blindly. It can't
it's probably more dangerous
attack
just
on
stomping on
opportunities.
us at the moment.
okay. No attacks of opportunity.
Okay, so 11 points of slashing damage, and it can't take attacks of opportunity. Comes that round to you, Delilah.
Finish it.
Okay, yeah. So she gets bucked off. She's flying backwards. Sees fucking Jeff or whatever his name is go hide like a coward. Away from everyone else, so it's like even more dangerous. So not only is he a coward, he's stupid. So just extreme look of disappointment. Then right before she hits the ground, she looks back at the T-Rex and then Misty steps back onto it. Before even hitting the ground, it's just like wee boink, and then is gonna stab him again. Bip-bip-bip.
Oh,
how
and
you
it
said
should.
that.
Sorry, it.
Yeah, Angus?
It needs to take another 8 points of damage because it moved. So it took that first
Oh,
booming
yeah.
blade damage.
Ooh, thank you for
sweet.
remembering that. I would not have.
All right, and 20 hits as well.
Very
Oh,
nice.
Nice.
12 points of piercing damage.
There's some booming blade on there too. Might as well
Flaming blade if
if it moves.
I think we're doing better against
Hell
the
yeah.
T-Rex than we did against the single snake dude at the end of the temple debacle.
We didn't have anything at that fight. We could stab and run. That was it.
Oh yeah, we were just completely empty on anything useful.
Absolutely.
Good times. I remember them well.
Okay. Hell yeah. That's me. That's bonus action to teleport. FYI.
Waving.
And
Gotcha.
then and then the stab.
Sarah. Shit, just doing 1d8. So she's gonna come in and cast magic missiles, just to first level.
Okay. Oh, you know what might also be fun? She has grease. Make the fucking dino fall and just embarrass itself.
He's just having a really shitty morning. He's going to go back to his cave.
Yeah. It wanted to fight us. Like, we were
10
walking.
points of force damage as these magic missiles come striking concerningly close to you, detritus, but very much into the dinosaur. Turn.
Look over his shoulder angrily, then realize it's hurting the dinosaur and just laugh.
And detritus, now it's your turn.
Okay, thank you. So detritus is going to attempt to get better on top of the T-Rex. So if he's hanging from the thing, he's gonna pull himself up and try and flip onto its back, grabbing his weapon and flashing the T-Rex as he goes past its eyes.
Okay.
The old
Con
flashes.
save. That's a 13.
It's blinded again. And
Nice.
takes
Blinded again.
1d6. Nice.
1d6.
Just
5 points of radiant damage.
he's having a really
Hey.
good time. As he, assuming he makes the jump up and gets his weapon, he's going to give Delilah a massive grin and like a.
Nice, yeah.
Um,
Gives you a double thumbs up. Finger guns,
then-
maybe even.
That's going to be a great axe straight down, aiming for the ridge of the skull.
Okay, so sorry, how are you getting from dangling by your axe to?
Yeah, so he's going to pull himself up,
Gotcha.
and as he pulls up past the eye, he'll do the flash. Or when he's
Gotcha.
close enough to the
Yeah,
eye,
yeah, yeah.
and then kind of clamber his way up to the top in an elegant fashion. Driven on by just sheer merriment.
Rage.
And rage.
And amusement.
And yeah.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead. You roll your great axe attack.
Has anyone ever been so happy they go a little insane? That's what Detritus is doing.
That's a 19, please.
16 hits.
Oh, 16.
So the 19 hits as well.
And
Oddly enough.
boop. That's 17 damage.
17 is looking in rough shape.
Just a swing.
It can't see anything.
Blood
It's
splatter.
just got absolute gouges cut into it.
It's probably easier to-
It is looking in rough shape. And having been stabbed from behind, and with these two just on it, it is going to.
Have you been taken with it?
It's going to try and shake you loose whilst it swings its tail at Casimir, which it does so at a disadvantage because it's blind.
Hell yeah.
At 27.
I don't think I've ever thought before how effective blinding something can be in D&D. Well, there's been a few
Yeah,
spells, I think,
yeah.
before that I've just thought, I'm not going to be able to use that.
Well, also for spellcasters, a lot of them rely on sight. So if you can't see something,
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
you can completely shut a spellcaster now. Same thing with silence,
So
by the way.
Matt says, I'm just waiting for the
is-
dragon to swoop in and eat the T-Rex.
I hope not. We can
Well,
fight a
we're on
T-Rex.
it.
I don't want to fight a dragon.
Yeah, we'll team up with the T-Rex to take on the dragon, like that new Jurassic Park.
I don't think it's gonna want to now.
That takes 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
And, all right, wait. I rolled the fucking attack. I've just rolled damage.
Just skipping straight forward.
No, it was 27, but it was a disadvantage. I only rolled one. That's 22.
Quick, cast shield.
Uh,
I'm gonna get you that on a T-shirt at some point.
Yeah.
so was it 20?
I don't know.
Is
You said a high 20s
Uh,
number. You said a 30 something. Then you said a
20.
22, 21.
30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Just flat out.
Just it swings just round and just absolutely cleans into you in the side and just absolutely rocks you for 30 points.
Christ.
Well done.
And can I get dex saves from the two Klingons, please?
Kapla.
Klingons.
Klingons.
Yes, the Klingons.
I do get advantage,
Dingleberries.
thankfully.
Oh wait, that gets rid of my thing first.
That's a good thing I got that
Hey.
thingy.
10.
That would have been a bit embarrassing.
16. 16 isn't enough to make it, but you don't fall off entirely. You sort of slightly there.
Can I attempt to grab her arm, or is that too?
I would say no. You're too
focusing on-
focused on not falling off yourself. You don't sort of tumble off in the same way that you do and just sort of land flat on your back. This time you sort of almost sort of slip and land on it and then slide off. So you land on the ground on your feet, but you are now on the ground. And Casimir, it's your turn.
Wait, what happened to Delilah?
Delilah fell off, but fairly gracefully, just sort of slipped onto it and then down it. So
Okay.
you're off it, but you are on your feet rather than prone.
Okay, fair enough.
You only just missed the dex save to stay up.
Fair enough. Go, Kazi.
Good dramatic music.
There's a UFO outside.
No, there's
Yeah,
not.
helicopter. It
Trying
could
to
be
Hell yeah.
distract the DM.
It could have been.
It's not like the Batman incident again, Carl.
Hold on. I'm trying to put together my action economy in my head. Now that he's close to me. Right. Sure. I'm gonna attack it with my great sword.
Okay.
Advantage, right? I forget
Yes.
all the time.
Advantage, yeah.
Oh my god, 11.
11 doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Do you have like precision attack maneuver or anything?
Nope.
No.
I picked
Do you have
terrible
inspiration?
fucking maneuvers.
Okay. Have you got anything else? Is that all you
That's all
got?
I got. That's all I
Does
got.
anyone have inspiration?
I
do.
think I do. From a
Well,
pun or
ideally
something I
Angus,
said
but
last
somebody
time.
give him inspiration.
But you can you
Nah, it's
I think
fine.
you
can you transfer inspiration?
I did that.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
It builds camaraderie. It's
I
very
didn't know
useful.
that. I think Angus gave me some for. Shut up, cars. Something I did. a while
Yeah,
ago.
I believe so. I believe
In my
so.
head, it was a bad pun.
Probably.
Probably.
So can I give that to Carl?
Yeah, sure.
Would you
I
like
mean,
that,
what?
I don't have anything good because I missed.
Carl?
Like,
That's
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But I will keep in mind that I
Like-
can inspire someone.
Inspiration would give me advantage. I already had advantage.
Oh, okay.
I can let you
And
roll.
he rolled 2 shitty rolls.
Hmm.
Okay, Delilah.
Okay. How's this thing looking?
It's looking in rough shape.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to Blade Song. Because I just figured last round that I didn't do that. As I teleported onto the T-Rex again, I just then remembered that the fact that my AC is not as high as it would be otherwise. So I'm like, I'm in danger. So I'm trying to correct it this time. So I will Blade Song, which for all of this basically just means AC, unless it tries to do some dex-based things at me. And that'll be my action. So, yeah, fuck it. Let's Shadow Blade as a bonus action.
That's pretty good, Blade.
Which I think is
It's a
great.
bonus action to start your blade song.
Oh, I
even better.
thought it was an action. Okay, hell yeah.
Oh, you can use a bonus action to start the blade song.
Yeah, okay, dope. I will do that then. And then Shadow Blade is also a bonus action, so I'm just going to stab it again. Yeah, I'll swing around next to the Kaz, and then I'll just jab it really quickly. Real quick, like.
All right.
So, bet.
14 hits. Well, 23 hits. I keep forgetting about the advantage. 5 points of
even
piercing
harder,
damage. 4 for booming blade if it moves. Yeah, it's looking single digits now.
Nice. Did it move last time after I hit it with the
No,
blade?
no, it's sort of rotated in place, but it hasn't made a movement in a direction.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Be me.
Sarah
Artillery!
Sarah
Rainfire.
is. I'm gonna roll.
I kind of want to try to
Sarah-
kill this.
Sarah doesn't want to kill it. She feels a bit sorry for it, like seeing it just getting absolutely pummeled and just looking just disoriented and hurt and
It has had a very bad.
yeah.
24
seconds. While blinded, it hit me so bad. I got blooded in one hit.
I was like, I don't give a fuck.
But
Just
she
quarters of
feels
my health.
bad for it.
One hit.
Casimir just goes flying through the It's just scared, guys.
We've only survived by virtue of AC.
cute. Do we have to kill it? Detritus.
Okay.
It's so big and mean.
Detritus is
And deadly.
properly giving into the rage now. So instead of flashing, he's going to activate his Eldritch Tattoo.
Rage 2.0.
Yeah, he's what is it, is it Dragon Ball Z where they just keep adding layers?
Yeah. Oh my
Um,
god, he's over 9,000.
The jump to 2 from 1 really isn't all that much. The hail gets a bit spikier and there's some lightning. That's it.
Yeah, so the tattoo that's all along his back is that's the same purpley glow as the T-Rex currently has around it. And he just leaves his axe embedded into the T-Rex and just starts wailing on it with his fists. Just like punching
which one's your tattoo called?
It's the Oh, there's multiple, aren't there? I've just put Eldritch Tattoo. It's
There are
Eldritch
lots
Maul
of-
is what I'm activating, which is part of Eldritch Claw, I think. Sorry, I forgot that there were multiple ones. Yeah, Eldritch Claw. So it gives me +1 bonus attack and damage rolls with unarmed strikes. I can unarmed strike. I can strike up to 15 feet away. And Inky Tendrils attack, dealing, and I deal 1d6 force damage on top of my normal damage.
Nice. All right.
So let's roll that out.
Do the thing and see if you roll more than 9 points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
Assuming you hit. Let's see
yeah.
the attack first. I
So it'll
suppose.
be +1 to this. Okay, yeah, doesn't really matter.
8.
So then it's that +1 plus 1d6 force.
It doesn't need it. That's 9 points.
Detritus.
You just start pummeling the back of its head.
It's like a gorilla, almost like pummel.
And yeah, that's enough. You actually knock out the T-Rex and just continue to give it
After it's on the floor.
a
Oh my
brain
god, Matt,
injury.
we did knock it
Try-
out. Quick, let's beat a berries.
just beat it down to the ground, and it just falls. And Delilah and Casimir sort of back up out the way as it comes down, and Detritus just continues to just pummel the back of this head of this T-Rex until it's looking
Hell yeah.
not very good. You have killed a T-Rex.
Well, if he knocked it out, we could feed it a bunch of berries and train it. You want us to have a T-Rex petting?
It's a dead T-Rex.
How does one go about harvesting things from a T-Rex? How big's a T-Rex femur? Would it be classed as a what
A
was it?
maul.
The large weapon that we said theoretically Detritus could use, but doesn't have with him?
I didn't realize you were going bonk build. How did I not realize that?
How? That's my go-to. I do
It's
love
a
to
good
bonk,
build.
Deslan.
There's something borderline wholesome about bonking. Even if
simple.
it's still murder.
Zen.
Finger blasting.
Yeah. It's definitely more wholesome than finger blast.
The T-Rex
Oh,
femur is
yeah.
about 1.3 meters.
So would that class as a what size is it that we said is a size up?
No, I would reckon that would be like great club size.
Which I could use.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty big.
So how big is the step up weapons? They must be massive. This is 1.3 meters.
think
Isn't actually that big, is it? It's like a long sword.
I mean, it's like,
It's like 1.3 meters.
yeah.
If you can wield a longsword, you can wield a femur.
Yeah, just it's a great club.
I want that on a t-shirt
It's
as
a
well.
two-handed weapon.
Oh, it only does
Weighs
one,
about 10 pounds.
only does 1d8
1d8
damage,
plus your strength or whatever it is.
But this is a T-Rex bone. Could always do something addition.
Mm.
In fact, here's a fun idea. Delilah's sword all works with like phonomics, right? Like with sound and whatnot.
Mm.
What? Get the bone, and then we can eventually turn it into some sort of like, almost like a club version of Delilah's sword. We can make it both an instrument and maybe give it some like magical
Carvings
effect
where
or
you
something
put
to
in-
do time. Yeah, we can make you a didgeridoo bone smasher.
Yeah, I'm guessing a
Detritus
T-Rex
multi-classes into Bard and goes full
Oh, God.
Barbarian.
barbarian. Okay,
I mean, legit, Ovalibod. It's a scald, basically. So you could just be running around inspiring people with your pure rage and kill things.
just heavy metal. I'm guessing.
Can't cast
Like,
spells
yes.
while raging.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's 100 ways around that.
I'm guessing a T-Rex skull is too big for me to just have on me, right? I can't keep that as a trophy. It's going to be too big. So yeah,
I mean, you could, but
yeah, I could probably carry it.
it would
but
be.
Could you turn a T-Rex skull into a shield? Is the question. Do we want to turn a T-Rex skull into a shield, or do we want to turn a femur into a weapon? And I'll take one of them with me.
You could put the femur on Boyko, but you'd probably have to carry the skull just for transportation wise. Let's do both of them. Let's just steal them for now, and we'll do both of them in the coming.
Angus, I would like to extract the top of the skull, so excluding the palate, and the left femur from this sack of meat, and some meat as well for the breakfast.
Okay, you are able to get as much meat as you can carry off this T-Rex.
It's so much easier to have a pantry. Oh my god!
Is there a big ass tree around? Like a thick bark tree? Anywhere?
Thick bark tree.
Yeah, like a big and thick bark sort of tree.
Yeah, and the tree that is next to you is pretty thick, chunky bark.
Can I use my axe to try and chop it in certain places so that I extract sort of the bit of bark that's sort of like a rectangular bit of bark out of it, as big as possible?
You can certainly try. What sort of roll should we do?
I see where you're going with this. Very clever.
I don't, but I'm keen to find out.
I feel like this is a survival skill. Roll me a survival check.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Hey.
+4.
Yeah. You sort of get your axe out, and you've got a sharp axe, and you just dig it in and just drag it across, and then again down on the other side, and it just peels off in one beautiful piece.
Cool.
Yeah, you've got sort of a 5 foot by 1 foot just slab of tree bark.
Cool. I just remembered I have all those ropes I still picked up, right?
You do, yes.
3 times 54.
Very quickly, to try this, what can you carry? What being one size up, that sort of gives you roughly what on your
How do I work this out?
Weight.
Like at least Detritus can carry at least 300 pounds, probably more.
So my strength. Do you need my strength for this? Sorry, I've never had to work out the carrying capacity.
It's like your strength
times it-
score
Yeah.
and
So
then times it by 10.
something.
okay, my strength is a 5 modifier, 20 is the raw number.
So your carrying capacity is your
times
strength
15.
score multiplied by 15.
So that is.
Oh.
So what's your strength?
Oh wow. Okay, 15. I thought it was 10. Jesus bongos.
My strength score
20,
is
Carl.
20.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
I'm
300
large, if that helps.
And so it's double, so that's 600 pounds.
Yeah. Boy is strong.
A T-Rex skull, very roughly, we'll go in the middle, 330 pounds.
Okay.
This one's probably pushing sort of 340, 350.
Okay.
This is a big T-Rex.
Yeah. So 350. Yeah. Okay, that should be fine.
Right.
You could rage and then pull the party in that skull. We tied some up to you. You could rage and just yank us.
But yeah,
Just
so,
throw you over a mountain.
I would like to
Yeah, basically.
use maybe like, I don't know, 5 feet of rope to try and attach it to the back and almost make a sled out of it.
Nice.
All of your meat.
Yeah, we're just piling it up with meat and then cone of colding it. or
No,
whatever.
I was thinking put the skull on it, but
We can get all
Yeah, would that reduce my carrying weight? Because I do have advantage to push. Do I pushing a point? No, that's just size up. So it's the same.
Yeah. So you can push and pull more, and you can carry more. So you could carry it, or you could push it, or you could pull it.
We might not be able to clean everything in the wild here. at least not quickly. But if we like scoop everything out and don't mind a lot of gore, we could put the skull and then a bunch of meat, like fresh cuts, basically, in the empty skull, and then put that
right. They put it
on
like a bowl.
a sled. Yeah, put that on the sled, tie it all down, tie it to Boyko, and then bingo bongo.
We should clarify that this it's not a skull. It's a head. You've just killed it. They were dead.
Okay.
You'd need to spend sort of time and effort.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'd say because of the fact
So
that
the
it's a
skull
head,
itself will be a bit
the
lighter,
350 would be the skull.
Okay.
But it's probably pushing about 500 pounds with all of the meat and the tongue and the brain.
Okay,
and
let's put it on a sled.
Still attached.
And I'll pull the sled. And if someone wants to help out by sitting on it and just hacking away at bits of flesh, then that would be useful. And it would scare anyone who sees us passing. We're not going to be bothered by bandits.
Did you say that being classified as large doubles the carrying capacity?
Yes, so it goes from 300 to 600.
Okay, so I'm just figuring out what Boyko can even carry.
Should I just carry Boyko?
Yeah, Boyko can carry 420 pounds.
Okay. So can I put the femur on Boyko? Because that should be fairly quick to extract. That's just like a slice and a pull. But the skull needs hacking away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, and you're butchering this thing, so it's reasonable to say that you've butchered a lot of the meat off the femur, and now it's just a femur. Yeah.
Okay. So
and
femur.
probably that's. So how much meat are you putting on Boyko? Are you putting meat on Boyko?
We can, or ultimately, like, give Boyko the femur, and then you are a second pack animal.
Yeah.
Because you can carry 600 pounds.
Yeah, because he's got thingy on him as well, doesn't he?
More than the pack mule.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll put guns.
We'll give you like a harness, and then you can just pull it.
On Boyko as well.
In theory, you can pull, rather than carrying on a sled, you could pull 1,200 pounds.
Just take the whole T-Rex. If we all pull it.
Really?
Just if we all pitched in, maybe. Okay, but I can pull. I can pull the skull, the head.
I want to reiterate how fucking strong Detritus is. He caught a charging T-Rex and took like a paper cut from it. And punched it to death. This is not a normal human.
T-Rex is about 14,000 pounds.
Right, yeah. It's maybe just the skull. We'll go with just the skull.
You can probably get
plus meat.
10% of a T-Rex.
Okay.
So yeah, you can load up about 600 pounds of meat plus the skull onto the sled thing.
Okay.
And then probably about another 100 onto.
How are we going to stop this from rotting, guys?
Onto Boyko.
We could refrigerate it for a minute.
You just sit on top of the man and the meat constantly cooking. Yeah. Okay.
I imagine
that's the plan.
We can have Sarah riding backwards on Boyko, just constantly frosting it.
Press the digitate.
She might not like looking at all the gore, but it's fine.
What? I'm so what's happening?
Okay.
What's just logistics, baby?
To try it, you would know from tribal living that the ways to preserve meat would be salting or smoking.
Yeah.
And you don't have any salt.
Wild.
Yeah. Could we start a little fire on the sled?
On the sled?
I mean, you could.
Out of bark that will not burn at all.
No, but the T-Rex's skull's in the way. So we put the skull on the sled, start a little fire on top of the skull, and then as someone can just sit there and just smoke the meat, and then put it on Boyko.
Honestly, just like another little compartment or like the snout of the T-Rex or something. Start a fire in there, have it smoke the meat as we travel, and like a ship, everything's gonna blow away from us,
and it'll make cleaning it easier. Yeah, I like that. Can we start a fire in the T-Rex's mouth, which I will prop open with guns. Great
But
hammer.
what the mouth burn?
It's wet. It's fine. Oh god, it's just gonna be a trail of smoke, and it's just gonna draw people in. They're just gonna see what the hell is going on and turn around and walk back.
It's gonna be the T-Rex stall with its eyes aflame because we've stabbed his eyes so many times; they're not solid anymore.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Just flame cackling from an T-Rex skull being dragged along by a party. I would not want to fuck with that party.
Being dragged along by a single guy.
Yeah, just one motherfucker. That's all it is.
Agus is about to quit.
What have you done to my campaign?
No, absolutely not. Okay, so you build a fire in the mouth of the
please.
T-Rex head, and then have all of the meat sort of behind it, so that the smoke comes out of the mouth as you move and smokes the meat.
Yeah,
Is that's the plan?
I think so.
Okay.
It's a perfect plan. It's silly as shit, but it works.
I'm not sure about that bit, but
It's definitely silly as shit.
Yeah.
The second part of that sentence is incidental to the fun.
I mean, it's like for what we could do, I think it works pretty well. So in the middle
Okay,
of
so
like nothing, we're just
you
MacGyvering
are
it.
dragging this T-Rex skull, and just smoke is furling out from it and drifting over the meat as it coils up into the sky.
Wouldn't it
And
be a better idea to put the fire on some sort of stones on top of the back or something?
Okay, yeah, we put some stones in there. Good job, Carl.
Keep
Like-
adding weight.
I mean,
Stone
like,
won't
legitimate, it's a
burn.
good idea. Yeah, well, I mean, we can make like a little bed of stones. It's only going to add like 30 pounds
It
or
doesn't
whatever.
have to be a big
Yeah.
fire, because if anything, we want a small one, so there's lots of smoke.
I'm just worried about, bits coming through between the stones and setting the bark on fire. That's what I'm worried about.
You worry too much, Carl. Detritus doesn't worry. He just thinks what colour to paint his shield when he gets it. Barbarians can use shields without losing the no armor effect, right?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I
I thought so.
think so.
Matt had a great idea, so I'm expanding on it. Detritus Delights, a smoked meat shop. You can have your whole little empire just of meat you kill and
Just
stuff.
travelling around with just heads of T-Rexes and other large creatures.
Yeah, you keep the
Good
T-Rex as
lord.
like advertisement, and then you can just hunt other meat. It'll be golden.
Detritus sausage for sale. It's good. I fill you up.
And you're not gonna need security because you're the motherfucker who killed the T-Rex.
Desmond, in answer to your question from earlier, no, you're not.
What question?
Are we going to make it to Cutler Bay today?
No,
Right?
No.
that's fine.
No,
This is a good,
Not
a good
happening.
little sidetrack.
not happening at all. All right. So you are laden with dripping fresh T-Rex meat and dragging it across the plains in a westerly direction, heading for the coast.
We're just going to summon a horde of raptors. You smell the meat.
You,
Okay, but
you might
the
summon
moment-
something.
The moment we hear the dragon, we're leaving it, okay?
I forgot
Fair
about the
enough.
dragon.
Yeah. I don't think even raged up, roid raged detritus would try and take on a dragon on his own. T-Rex,
Yeah,
yes, but dragon no.
Look, Casimir sat there with 17 hit points, and
I don't know if I like this plan, guy.
Had my bad armor on.
Okay, if Casimir's like, what about the fucking dragon, you idiots? Maybe we should not smoke the meat. I love it as an engineering level.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. As a survival level, we might not want to
yeah.
attract the black dragon.
Yeah, detritus response is, meat is meat. I eat it raw.
Okay, he agrees with you, Casimir.
T-Rex.
We don't like the fire.
The Detritus just stood there with the T-Rex arm. Just like, "Arr."
Like a wing, just a big oversized chicken wing.
I'm having lots of fun with this.
Yeah, we definitely got carried away. Thankfully,
Yeah.
Casimir.
Yes,
is actually
thank you for
intelligent.
being the voice of reason there, Carl. Okay, no Smokey, just Carrie.
Okay.
And if we can try and keep
No,
Good
good
dish.
business plan though. Good business plan.
Well, when we stop for camping, we can cook some of it.
or eat it raw.
Or we could is a campfire would be maybe less visible during the day than night, right? Or I mean,
Smoke
that's-
would be
smoke,
less
yeah.
visible at night.
Smoke
but
would be more
fire-
visible during the
Yeah.
Smoke,
Yeah.
smoke would be visible during the day. Fire would be visible during the night.
Yeah.
There's no good time to hide a fire.
Mm.
Wisdom of Angus.
So, I mean, it's true though.
Yeah, that's me. It sounds like a legit
It
kind
What,
of Bear Grylls statement.
what if I tried to do another one of those native
the Dakota fire pits.
Like a Dakota fire pit.
pits? I was thinking during
I
like
mean,
a short
it-
rest, you know,
Just fill it with meat.
doing a short rest, cook some of the meat.
You'd
or
be
smoke some of the
looking
meat a bit.
if you're looking to smoke the meat, you're looking at a 24-hour
yeah,
period.
it's long, isn't it? Yeah.
and fashioning a smoke like smoking
you
that
need
amount
racks
of
and
meat,
stuff, don't you, like, to lift it off the fire.
and yeah, you'd have to sort of build a frame and
We could just cook it the normal way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
could.
ultimately, we
Might as
just give up on the smoking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What do
We'll-
I
we'll
give
take-
up on the fire?
Take the meat until it
Next
goes
thing
rotten.
we kill, some point in the future, we'll set
smoke
up
it.
a smoking thing for a day.
Can we?
It's the smoke.
Just a traveling group of entertainers.
I mean, yeah. Delilah and Sarah's gone AWOL at this point. They're gonna need something to do. Gonna be a bunch of mimes. and
So
some shit.
should we maybe travel for a bit, then have a short rest and cook it in the short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detritus is up for anything. He's feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
He can't feel his hands, but the rest of it feels good.
So like maybe travel for an hour, find a good spot, and then try attempt to make that little Dakota fire pit
Sounds good. We travel.
to the best of the abilities.
Someone drawn a
Yeah.
compass on the map.
Yeah.
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 And
As-
someone had done it wrong, so I had to correct it.
yes,
no, it was
south
correct. I was
what we
making
said.
fun of Call.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have like a P
And
and
then
an
so I
S.
saw north next to south. I went, let's go north south.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll survival check and a perception check from everyone, please.
Okay.
Do that.
Is there a way-
day of travel?
While we're rolling this, I want to pitch something
Survival.
to the allegedly a crew here. Is there a way to get like custom T-shirts done on the cheap? Because like Detritus Delicious Eats or whatever the fuck was said earlier would be a great
Oh,
T-shirt.
if we get if
I would
Michael
buy
does a
that.
little design for it.
Yeah.
I
Like, make it
can
look like a
put
business.
something to. Well,
I'll be honest. I'm not sure our 6 viewers
I think-
quite
yeah, I think-
warrants
Hey, I
a
want it.
merch.
Oh, no.
What?
I want it.
No, this
I'm
would be
on
for
about
us. Yeah.
going down to like the women's
I wanna wear
institute and selling it there.
Yeah.
It's like
Do
bunch of-
it.
Bunch of posh middle-aged English women. What is Detritus's delicious treat?
Delights. Yeah.
Oh, it's a brilliant.
Have you heard of
Detritus
Dungeons and
Delight.
Dragons,
Small bit-
Deirdre?
Yeah, the small business of smoked wild game meat.
Yeah. Honestly, don't explain the D&D
organic.
bit.
Yeah.
Just say it's a
Fully
barbecue
organic.
joint in like
It's organic.
Texas or some shit. People are going to believe it.
Yeah, just put organic on it, and 100%,
Yeah.
and
I mean, that's true and it's organic.
it is.
You could legitimately make it like a couple $100, Michael, to selling
Yeah.
these shirts around your town.
Well, I do have my laser engraver set up, so maybe
I want it
I'll
in
make
like
something.
a nice,
I do have.
either like a nice burgundy or like a nice green.
When we
dark
get there,
green.
you could have a Detritus Delights cutting board and knife
Well,
set.
I've got a bunch of cheese boards, so maybe I'll make a detritus one
laser
for
engraved
my own
on
collection,
there,
and never explain to
Okay.
my wife what it means.
I request you make that and at least send it to Angus, if not all three of us.
Detritus BBQing apron.
Good. I legit want
full range of Detritus
Yeah,
producing merch.
Right. Survival and
While he
perception
walks
rolls.
around naked.
These
Yeah,
loincloths.
so I got perception rolls
Angus,
from
can I
everyone.
can we reckon it that I took some of the skin? Oh, I've got it on the head, don't I? I'm going to fashion an additional loincloth out of the T-Rex skin,
Oh.
fancy.
like
Okay.
a
Moving
rain
up in the
cover
world.
for my main loincloth to keep it dry.
Like a rain sock.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about that shit, if I'm honest. That would be so punk rock. You gotta make it.
We'll see.
I'll buy the hell out of that.
Okay. So it's only about a half day's travel to the coast from no, about a full day, especially with fighting the T-Rex, which took less than a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the sun is starting to set behind you as you reach the coastline. So you look out over the sea, and you sort of scan your way along and up towards where Cutler Bay exists on the distance. Delilah, you notice sails on the horizon, sort of disappearing towards the horizon.
Towards the
Bay.
horizon.
Meaning,
Oh, yeah.
meaning
Heading towards Cutler Bay.
Oh,
No, heading
Oh.
Oh,
heading
towards Cutler Bay.
towards Cutler Bay.
Wait.
Yeah, so not so much the horizon, but yeah.
It's not within 200 feet, is it?
direction. No, we're talking way off. Range of your vision, sort of just about to see it, sort of thing.
Okay. And how close are we to the shore?
You are at the shore now. You guys
At the
are shore based.
Can I? Do we want? I very quickly talked to everyone. Do we want to send up like a flare? I can do that. I can do something visual.
oh, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. They might see it, but the dragon might also see it.
I don't know what. Even just for them to see it, I'm not sure what they'd do with that right now.
Yeah, they'd hope. Wait, who are these people? Did you guys send for reinforcements?
I do not.
Okay. What about that dwarf fellow?
I
Do you think
don't
he did?
He did. Mm,
Okay. Well, hopefully somebody in town did. And...
maybe somebody in town did.
What color are the sails?
Or
Angus?
maybe. Do I? I mean, I wouldn't know of any ships that would be scheduled to come to Cutler Bay, would I? Just
You
on the
would
chance.
not.
Expected.
They are white sails.
Okay.
Do we see any
You can
flag or anything of the
just
sort?
about
Like
see
anything that's fine?
a flash of red above the sails. The
Red.
flag appears to be red, but that's all you can see.
What would be the Empire's usual chorus?
Not red.
Not red.
Okay. Also, we've traveled like hundreds of miles at this point, right? Multiple days.
I think
Do
so.
we?
Since we left Cutler Bay, we've
Yeah.
quite a few.
Granted,
days.
the dragon could outpace us if it was going in the same direction, but if it's just like nesting in the forest, are we far enough away from it?
Mm,
If we can't like see it in the sky, then it might just be out of range.
I think it flies quite far if it wants to.
It can, but I mean, It's back in the forest.
Hmm.
We
As far
traveled
as we
for
know,
days on it.
unless it flew around somewhere else, and it could be on its way back from north or something. You know, you never know.
Hmm. Okay. What do we want to check for the dragon? If we don't see it, send out a flare.
Hmm. What does the flare do? Do we want them to come here?
I mean,
Ideally.
Be nice.
Now, granted, it might not do anything, but if they send out like a boat or something to grab us, and I'll meet, we can get a lift back to town. We can trade them T-Rex meat. Like, it'd be
a delicacy.
easy enough to like bargain.
Um.
And if they do come, it'll save us time, which might save your buddy's life.
Yeah. While they're discussing Angus, I'm hacking away at T-Rex bits.
And more T-Rex
Yeah,
bits.
just
Gotcha.
oblivious to the conversation.
I'm not sure. You never know. These could be pirates. These could be all sorts of things.
Well, if they're pirates, then we should intercept them. Right?
Well,
So if we get them to come here. Yes, actually. I agree with Detritus. You're in charge of protecting that town, are you not?
not anymore. I was, but that was my troop was charged with that.
Okay.
Not me.
That
Technically,
was our job, but we fucked that up.
Yeah.
I like Brockville.
Well, I see it. I
Yeah.
have no troop. I don't protect.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's still like the only outpost in this wild country, so it might be good to protect regardless.
Yeah, it's just a handful of people, though. There's not much left. I'm not sure. They're better off, honestly, leaving. At least for now.
Okay, in that case, let's get the pilot ship and become pilots or something.
Hmm.
As long as we can hunt down Zero, I'm game for pretty much anything.
Hmm.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I don't know. I think the flare idea is way too risky.
Okay. Then we continue on with Plan A and the whatever it was. We just walked. We walked to the town.
Hmm.
Pulchus does seem to be doing its job, so Brockville should be okay.
Yeah, how is Brockville looking, Angus?
He's not looking too bad. Yeah,
Did he
he's
accept
definitely looking
Detritus's
considerably
offer
better
of
than
T-Rex meat.
Also,
I
is
could-
the ship like west of us, northwest, like southwest?
it is northwest of
Okay,
you.
so it's already like out Color Bay kind of thing.
Yeah, it's sort of
Approaching.
past and will be arriving in Cutler Bay this evening. You would have gathered, so within the next few hours.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
don't
could
think
ask-
they would turn back anyway.
But we could send a familiar as well. Just putting options on the table. We could
A
much
familiar
like how
is
we-
a different option, different idea.
yeah,
I think
much like we
that's-
connected to the Wolfman. We
Yeah,
could get them to turn around.
you could try that. If
Do you want
they're
to?
friendly. I mean, sending the bird is far less risky than sending a flare that shows the snake people and the dragon where exactly we are.
Okay. Well, I'm
We're
okay
still
with
on
do
the
that.
run, after all.
I forget. Are you literate? Can you write the letter?
Who, me?
Passive
Yes.
aggressive.
yeah.
How
Sorry, good
stupid
resist.
are you?
I might
I
not
forget.
have, I might not have like the best vocabulary, but I can write a letter, yeah. Basic.
Okay. So
Yeah,
between
what,
you
what,
and
what would
Sarah
be
helping,
the
it
equivalent
would
of
be
like
fine.
orders
No,
or
Better than
you know.
Detritus.
Yeah, I imagine. I imagine.
We could say something like, you know, rescue needed.
I just need to use the bathroom. Should we take a quick 5-minute break?
Nice.
And
I'll
we'll
pop it
come back
onto-
to this in a moment.
Intermission. I'll be right back, actually. We will be right back. See you soon.
We'll be right back.
We will be right back.
We're back live. Hello.
It just fell out of your brain.
I hate when that happens.
Okay, I'm just waiting for it to catch up so I can hear if the music's any better. We're back live. Hello, welcome back to allegedly a D&D campaign. We need to update our get rid of that Axis Adventures logo off the starting Stoon screen. We don't have to, but
We will.
so yes, we are back. There's a really long delay on the stream.
Okay,
Was
so
that someone
Are we
yeah,
back?
actually.
We are.
Pretty sure I heard someone screaming.
Good.
like
I
that.
am on the phone.
Doing tough.
Okay, so what's your plan? You are coastline based right now.
Dakota Fire Pit?
They could try it.
Okay. Are we sending for that ship?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
are we
Okay.
settling down for a short rest or long rest?
We're gonna
don't know
want
how
to stay
far
in
we
one
got.
location if the ship might pick us up. So yes.
I don't know how far we got.
Is this the next day, Angus?
Not yet. You haven't rested yet.
Okay. Well, at any rate, we'll send Vade out other in like normal pigeon. Maybe like a hawk or something that stands out a little bit. Still very buff. No. We'll send the hawk out with a note that says, adventurers and allies of Cutler Bay requesting pickup, to your southeast. Can reward.
T-Rex
I won't
burgers.
specify that it's not with gold. Please do pick us up. Greater than 3, and then that'll be it.
Okay.
We'll send
What
that
time of the day
letter
is
out
it?
on the hawk.
Time of the day is it? It is coming up to sort of late afternoon, early evening.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Do you
So
understand?
the sun is starting to set as you send that off. You start setting up your Dakota fire pit.
Do you wanna leave on a letter? Please respond, like on this letter or something.
Sure. Please respond or
Pick yes or no if you'll pick us up.
send bird back in one piece, please.
Just leave a bit on the bottom if they want to write anything back, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, we could
Also,
say
yes.
if we'll write on the letter and then we'll explain about it. If they want to, if they agree and will pick us up, Vade can lead us. Lead them.
Is Varney clever enough to know that if they look like pirates that have lots of guns, not to lead them to us? Do you have to explain that specifically?
I don't. Maybe not. Who cares?
Dunno.
If the pirates will kill the pirates and become pirate lords, that's how pirates
More
work.
meat for the sled.
Yeah, exactly. So, Michael, you're a boomer.
Spirit.
Do you know what greater than 3 means?
It's a spirit.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Do I?
smart.
I know what it means.
It's like an emote, like a text emote.
Oh, the
It's
hearts.
a heart.
Ah.
Yeah.
What's that?
I've been saying that a lot lately, and like Angus understands, but I don't.
Sorry, I
don't think
didn't
anyone
make
else
the
knows what I'm talking
connection.
about.
But I greater than 3, you too, Deslin.
No, that's very sweet. I was talking to the pirates, but that's very sweet.
No more
Okay.
T-Rex meat for you.
So you send Bladder off with a note strapped to his ankle, I guess, in the direction of what you hope aren't pirates.
Deslin kind of hopes they are.
If you're pirates, please ignore this message.
If your pirates come twice as fast, we want your ship.
Okay.
Yeah. Dakota Fire Pit.
Oh. Fire pit.
Can't really
All right,
answer
yeah.
the good fire pit.
You have to move away from the coast a little bit because you're sort of quite sort of on the rocky coastline, right on the edge when you saw it, and this sort of stretch of coastline starts to climb into sort of quite a sizable cliff over the to the north of where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you move back to sort of. Well, I suppose what you could even do is you could fashion sort of with stone and build a sort of Dakota fire pit from stone. If you wanted to stay a little bit closer to the coast rather than going back
Oh,
to
maybe, yeah.
the more
Maybe.
diggy areas. Um,
Yeah.
you find firewood and roll me a survival check. In fact.
Mhm. Natural 20.
Another natural 20. Yeah, I mean, you smash it. You find loads of just good, sizable, like flat pieces of stone that you're able to prop up. You build like a chimney and little platforms that you can put the meat on to cook it over the fire. Yeah, you've got a pretty good little thrown together beachside small scale stone smoker or barbecue setup.
Very nice.
You cook some meat.
Yeah, we cook, I think.
Jesse, time to cook.
Says the
get that
bald bearded
reference.
man.
All right.
With a hat and sunglasses.
So as you're sort of settling in for your night of
Skinning T-Rex skull.
meat, just meat and detritus just paring this skull down to just bone and skin. How would you like to set up your watches for the night?
Same as usual, I imagine, right?
Yeah. Somebody could suddenly see in the dark. So if they did respond favorably to our message, how long do we think it would take them to get to us?
They would. Assuming they just got your message and immediately turned around and came straight to you, they would probably get to you by morning.
Okay.
Good few hours.
Yeah.
I'll go to sleep immediately then and take second and third, and then whatever people want to do in addition to that.
I'll
Alright.
take first then. Why not? For a change.
Yeah, could be.
All right. Roll me a perception check then, please.
Sure. I'll check up on
Casimir.
Brockville as well right before bedtime.
As with Sarah.
Detritus will
that
continue to
21?
offer
21.
Brockville T-Rex meat.
Good for your meat. Meat is good for meat.
Your meat is hurt. You should have some T-Rex meat. Full of vitamins.
So, Casimir, you sort of sit up for the first watch. And the first thing you notice as the sun starts to set is that there is a very faint glow coming from a few miles further north along the coast from you.
How many few miles? Like far or just a couple
2 miles.
So not so very walkable distance.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Seems to be coming from sort of the base of the cliffs a few miles further up.
Yeah. I'll be intrigued by it, but not too much.
Okay. The rest of your watch path is relatively fine. The waves are crashing. It's pretty relaxing, just sort of listening to the sea, and the light concerns you a little, but the sea definitely helps set your mind at ease.
As I wake, Delilah. Oh, there is I see a campfire north, not too far. You wanna keep an eye on it, maybe. I'm thinking maybe try and catch it in the morning. See who it could be.
Okay.
A campfire can't be anyone. Well, it could be the snake people, but I somehow doubt it.
Are they warm-blooded? Cold-blooded?
I don't think I've seen them near campfires before, so.
Yeah, closest fire they were. The nearest fire they were close to.
The
Would have
house
been
I set
the
on
house,
fire was
yeah.
the closest fire.
Hey.
Um,
Okay. Yeah, I can keep an eye on it. She proceeds to not really keep an eye on it with the 7. She's like
I'll keep
fucking
an
with those
eye on it.
swords.
He wants to, but
Basically, yeah. As soon as you go to bed, she has that teenage thought of, as long as it looks like I'm paying attention at the end, I won't get in trouble. So
Yeah.
she just like starts to fuck with the
fine.
sword.
Okay.
Anyone awake, which I guess would be no one. So just the camera sees bits of like crystallized magic start to like adhere to like near the hilt of her sword, and just like changing the profile of it a little bit. But nobody quite knows what's going on except me and Angus.
nice.
It's like the
Yeah.
equivalent of when your mom used to call you for dinner and you just go, "Yeah, I'm coming now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Food is
Just
important.
don't
You
know.
go for food. I'd occasionally need a couple more minutes to beat whatever sibling I was playing in Mortal Kombat, then we'd leave.
Yeah. Just a couple more turns in Total War.
And then we live it happily ever after. Right, Angus?
Okay. Uh, you don't see or hear anything for the duration of your watch. Casimir, though, was you sleep, and I would drag Casimir into the secret DM chat, but I know that would fuck with Michael's cameras and make him cry. So I'm just gonna say it, and you're just gonna have to pretend you don't hear it.
You don't. Well, take a headphones off.
They could mute
Yeah,
themselves. for a bit.
if
Yeah, go on, deafen yourselves until I
how do I
put
do
both my thumbs up like this.
I was just going to mute myself and not deafen, but Angus got me.
that? How do you deafen? Sorry.
Yeah. So if you see where you've got where you mute yourself, there's the headphones icon.
Yeah.
If you click that, you will mute and you will silence the call, so you can't hear.
I think I need the full Discord up for this. There we go. Yep. I'm also going to put myself onto. Yeah, I'm muted. Can we come back?
You can come back,
Okay.
yeah. But we've got no way of telling Desmond. Desmond, come back.
It's the dove from above, if you remember that, I guess. Okay, so people on stream, if there's anyone there, will have heard that, but
That's right. So you can choose to rewatch that on stream at some point down the line.
Oh yeah,
but,
we can find out
if you want to. If you want to.
Yeah, it's if Carlo wants us to.
It was Carl rolling to see if he got like a tapeworm or something from T-Rex meat, right?
I hope
Right.
not, because that means we'd all have to roll it.
Okay.
So whose watch was it?
Whose watch is
Delilah
next? Detritus is the next. Is it?
They tried to
Oh, yeah.
after Delilah.
This time 19 though, so I actually focus.
Okay. So yeah, you knuckle down, and during this watch, you him motion down at the sea line, so where the actual water starts to meet the land. You hear the faintest sound of voices, but it's not a language you've ever heard before.
Okay.
And with that perception track, you can hear that they appear to be heading north.
If I can hear them for more than 10 minutes, can I ritual cast comprehend languages?
I would say with that perception roll that you would probably know that by the time you had cast that, they would probably be beyond your oral range.
Okay. Well, I'll cast it anyway. Just in case.
Okay, so is that you're just not ritual casting it, you're just casting it?
No, I'm ritual casting it.
Oh, you are going to
If I
ritual
can
cast
hear
it.
them.
Okay. All right.
But the pirates might speak some other language, so. Not pirates, hopefully merchants, but the pirates might speak
So
some other
you
language.
spend the next 10 minutes, well, you spend probably the next 7 minutes casting it before you realize you can't hear the voices anymore.
Just
but
fucking do it anyway.
Carry on and finish the spell, and you are now ready to hear other languages, if other languages should make themselves known.
Hell yeah. So side note, Carl, you just sent me a message saying Des, and then another friend, unprompted, just sent me the exact same message.
No way. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Say, with that perception check, you would also have seen at the very edge of your dark vision, which would reach down to the sea from where you are. You're not far from the edge, unless you are. No, never mind. You wouldn't see him. You wouldn't see nothing. You saw nothing.
Okay.
Just the voices. And the rest of your watch passes uneventfully.
Okay. So Maiko, wanting to feel included, just sent me a similar message. Instead of DES, it's capital DEC space DEC.
I want it to be, cool.
You can join in too, Angus, if you feel like it, I guess. If that's what your lady wants to do.
No, I'm doing other things.
Important stuff? Yeah, okay.
Always very, 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 very important. Don't you know? Don't you know? Yes. Okay, so the rest of your watch passes uneventfully, and you awake Detritus for the third and final one.
Who's
Um,
having
crystallize an ice cube, like a really chunky one, and just put it right on your forehead.
Okay. How long is it there before I wake up?
That's up to you, but I mean, it'll stick around as long as ice would. So if you want it to like cool down or something,
Okay.
depending on how hot the night is.
Angus, how long do you reckon that ice cube lasts?
Probably a good 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
How big was this ice cube?
I don't know, the size of my head or something. Just like plop it on him
probably-
as like a little gift.
Yeah, that would see you through your watch. It would be a lot smaller by the end of it, but pretty much gone. It would be a puddle. But, yeah,
Okay.
that would keep you nice and cool.
Yeah. Okay. I was seeing this lovely gift. Say, thank you. This is very nice. And I'll turn and rummage and bring out like just chunk of T-Rex meat, I guess. Would you like some food?
Yeah, sure. Although your friendship is the only gift I need.
Then I will keep the food.
Okay. Yeah, snack on some berries or something and then go to bed.
Yeah, but yeah, detritus probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that interaction. No need to change it.
No, I'm just thinking actually. I guess, can I, on my watch, do a patrol and find some berries or non-meat based food?
Yes.
And a cheerful looking flower, please.
Okay. So you don't find any berries, but you do find plenty of edible seaweed.
Ooh.
Cockles, mussels, just
Detritus got plenty of
mollusks,
mussels already.
like small mollusky sea creatures that you'd find sort of in tide pools and the rock pools and stuff like that. A couple of crabs you managed to grab quickly. You get a decent little seafood platter. I mean, some of it's meat, but it's fish, so it's not really, depending on
Got
who
a
you
crab in your hand. I'm gonna name you Leonardo da Vinci. Just kill it immediately.
He just shoves a whole crab in his mouth. That's
Like, why'd you name it?
It tastes better. Okay, yeah. And do I find a nice flower? Any flower to detritus is nice.
You find a flower.
I found a flower. Okay. While taking a break from skinning things, detritus would like to prepare a hearty seafood breakfast as best he can. And when he sees Delilah, he will give her the flower as thanks for the ice.
Very kind.
I'm guessing he doesn't really notice anything else during the watch.
No, he doesn't. And it is a pretty uneventful watch for you as well. But just apart from the food and stuff. And so the sun starts to rise quite early, although you can tell it's starting to get later in the morning as it is starting to rise.
One fun little anecdote here. Delilah actually has a thing called Feymark, so flowers bloom in her presence. So, like, where did you pick that flower? You just grab it directly off her. Here you go.
Yeah, I
Like,
think I prefer that.
thank you.
Like, he's like, I have to get something to say thank you. Ooh, a flower. Just a massive hand comes at your face and picks a flower up. That kind of
So thanks.
really expectant.
That's
Like, you like it, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Just like in her dreams, a giant hand come towards her. She doesn't know why. It's a prophecy. I didn't expect to love detritus as much as I do.
Me neither.
Not gonna lie, he's very quickly growing on me.
Is that all the watches then, Angus?
Okay, that is all the watches. So yeah, your night's watch comes to an end. You have long rested and recovered hit points and the such.
You wake up to Casimir just standing on this sort of bit of, like the little cliff ledge, looking over the water.
We kick him off.
Detritus will approach. I'm assuming the ice is gone now, Angus. And
The ice has definitely gone now. Yes, it's just wet now.
yeah, you see him approach. He's like uncertain how to talk to you. He's looking at his hand that's just dripping. And a large hand reaches out with a mixture of mostly cooked, I suppose, bits of seafood of various levels of edibility.
Hey.
What is this?
That is crunchy, pointing at the crab. That is slimy, pointing at the seafood, the seaweed. I don't know what that is. There is also meat.
That's okay. I'll have the meat.
Meat's good.
Stop doing that.
Hmm.
Okay. So, Delilah, the first thing you notice as you wake up and scan your eyes over the sea next to where you're camped, there is not a ship sat waiting at anchor for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So is that
Okay.
roll me a perception check.
You see the pirates sailing by and laughing at you as they go. Lucius.
I catapult a bolt at them. Fuck you, bitch.
Just fired detritus over.
Yeah, well,
15.
do that later.
Yeah, you sort of look hard to the north and where Cutler Bay is and where you saw the ships disappearing from view. Can't make it. You can't see the ship.
Okay, well, plan A and or whatever it was. And anyway, we're on the coast, right?
Casimir's gonna go get the some of the meat, and while eating a bit of T-Rex. So, did anything to say throughout the night? Anything happened? Also, did you see? Where did that campfire go? Did you see them leave or anything? Or?
I found a flower. Hand the flower to Delilah.
Oh, and a very delightful flower. I'll pin that to my jacket. It'll just hang there for a little while. And then I'll turn to Casimir.
To see that wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, just squint at you, not sure how to take that. I heard them leave. A language I didn't quite understand. It's fine.
You heard
How
them
long does
leave.
comprehend languages last for?
An hour. So I was planning to like ritual cast it if the ship was coming, but if it's not, oh well. I guess I could do it anyway. But like, yeah. By the time I could have cast a spell to understand whatever language they were speaking, they were already gone.
Dude, what do you, so they how did you hear them?
With my ears.
But where were they?
Yeah. Where were they, Angus, and where were they going?
So they appeared to come out of the sea. Well, you don't know if they came out of the sea. You just heard the voices a couple of 100 yards to the north of where you were, and they continued in a northerly direction along the sort of the waterline.
They spoke a different language.
Yes, and I have a feeling for some reason they came from the sea.
Okay, well,
And they started heading north, so
so we have snake people, we have fish people. I don't think fish people are gonna be any more nice than snake people. So I say
Sound
we avoid.
tastier.
I don't know if we can avoid them.
Probably.
They were heading north to town, I imagine. And I don't know why you would beach like south of a town if you weren't planning to at the very least scout it out, maybe raid it. And
Possibly.
I don't think we can avoid them, especially if they're going to our only point of civilization.
Well, if we can't avoid them, then we catch up to them. I think.
Yes. Agreed.
Right, let's back up. Let's go.
I'll stack
Before
the
they get too
meat.
far.
So what is your plan?
I think we're
Meat.
gonna head north along the coast.
Head north along the coast.
Faster-ish pace, right? I imagine.
Yeah. Imagine we
Also,
like
I
double
will
time
be-
it, try to get them.
I will be putting on my chainmail instead of my hard armor, definitely.
Hell yeah. Okay, so we're heading north at double speed, trying to catch up to this other party. And before we go, Delilah makes like a little potted plant with like a crystal, not a crystal, like an ice rose. And then gives that to Detritus, imagining he's gonna break it, so he has like the nice little rose, and then also just a big block of ice.
He,
Um,
can I put it on my head?
Yeah, I don't care what you do with it. It's yours.
actually, what's some might notice, some might not notice, is that Casimir doesn't do his talky thing in the morning.
Mm.
I don't know if you forgot.
I was gonna ask about that, but okay. In
I
character.
just clicked it because I was about
Do
to
it.
say it, but then I thought,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Ask about it, Detritus.
Yeah, as we're packing up, to try to like puts the last of the meat on, checks on the femur and everything, looks at a crab that's a bit suspect and throws it just as hard as he can, just into the woods, and just stares and kind of looks at you expectantly. You say things now. Make good. Strong.
Say.
We live and do. More meat we'll find. Say.
Yes. Sure. What? I say. You just said.
Huh?
You just said it. Why do I have to say that?
You say good words. Detritus.
Oh, okay.
Not. Good sayer.
Well, we will go north and we'll catch up to those people and we'll find out what's. Well, let's go.
Lacks enthusiasm.
He's gonna like raise his hands, go, Let's go! Hey! Hoo-hoo. Start walking.
Detritus has no filter for sarcasm, so he just looks over at Delilah like a. What? did that work?
It doesn't seem to have worked, but maybe your nickname is now Hoo Hoo. Or Woohoo, or whatever the fuck.
Woohoo!
All right. So
Detritus.
everyone can get rid of their 7 temporary hit points, or do they just last until they're used, or?
Until
I lost mine.
rest, right? I think.
Okay,
Oh,
so yeah, we've
guess
all
that's
I mean,
lost.
yeah,
T-Rex.
because they're temporary hit points, so they disappear when you rest.
Yeah.
Long rest.
They did
So.
good against the T-Rex though. Can you guys just have a look at stream for a second as well?
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't really have it in him.
Yes.
Hell
that?
yeah, I'd marry that. Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Don't judge me. Don't fucking judge me.
I'm into it.
Sorry, that was just a genuine reaction.
Yeah.
No judgment.
He brings the meat.
I do
It's
love
just-
that reaction though. I'm like, don't
just
fucking
wow,
judge
like,
me. Look, you'd
like,
be very
I mean,
safe in those arms, and he
now
can
that I've
cook.
processed it a little bit, just like the
Yeah.
meat is processed, smoked.
I'd process his
Yeah,
meat.
cool. Very nice.
It was the obvious go.
Did I just hear I'd process his meat?
Yes, you did.
I would process his.
No, just like the meat is processed.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I mean, you heard what you want to
Okay.
hear. It shows
We
what
do.
you're thinking about.
Of course we do. We always hear what we want to hear.
Yeah.
A slightly more downbeat mood then, I suppose, as we carry on marching.
Okay. And you're marching along the coastline to the north.
I think so.
Yeah. Double speed, hoping to catch these other jabronis.
All right. Well, after about 1.75 miles, you start to approach on where it appeared that this glow had been the night before. And the cliffs are climbing quite high above you on your right as you're going north. You notice that there appears to be an opening in the cliff face. Not just in the cliff face, in the rocky shoreline that you're walking on. There seems to be a bit of an inlet cave. Oh.
I'm gonna have a look at it.
How big? Spooky.
It's sizable, probably about. I mean, the actual gap that you see in the shoreline is probably only 60 or 70 feet, but the actual sort of cave opening itself spans about 105 feet.
Wow.
Can I
Yeah,
check
but
for
Mike-
tracks? What kind of footprints or anything?
Roll me a survival check.
13?
13, decent.
How?
No, not
It's
20, but
13's decent. It's higher than 10.
It's-
It is.
It is higher than 10. It's
That's my threshold for
reasonable.
decent, is higher than 10.
I mean, it's plus 4 on it, so that's
Oh, okay.
a 9 on the roll.
Terrible.
Yeah, but you don't look at the dice.
yeah. 10 is
I
the,
never look at the dice, that's how I play D&D.
you know, very
Spamming
mediocre,
buttons.
right?
Not
13,
to like track, but you do find amongst sort of the large rock pieces that make up this shoreline, there are a few patches of sort of indentations that have filled with sand as the tide has been high, and you do see a footprint in one of those, and it's long, and it's almost like a big aquatic bird's foot, like a big duck's foot.
Like the funny things and
Yeah, like long toes. Yeah, and you can see evidence of like webbing that's pushed into the sand as they've stepped.
I've heard tales of such a creature.
A duck.
DuckTales, if you will.
I have advantage.
That wasn't landing.
Bastard.
I don't get it. Explain it to me.
brilliant. DuckTales.
You see, you just called your name, Detritus.
Awesome song.
Okay. It could be fish people. It could be fucking fish people. Why is there everything in this place? I don't like it. I bet they're gonna try and kill us. I bet you. That's just what they do, these weird things.
It's the natural world. Normally, civilization pushes all these types of creatures out.
Well, they should be if they're trying to kill everyone. So I say burn them all. And if they're from water, maybe they won't burn that well. We'll have to figure something else out.
Yes, lightning or
Drown
ice, I would imagine.
Yes.
No, let's not
Lightning would
drown them, Detritus. I don't think that would work.
Oh,
Poison?
Or
Poison water.
poison, maybe. This is all
Drowning
assuming we
is
have to
bad.
fight them. Angus, were there like tracks going up north? Did that party we see go back into this cave, or did they continue up north?
You haven't quite reached the cave yet. And there wasn't enough tracks to tell. I mean, you can see from this footprint that they were heading in a northerly direction, but there's not enough tracks to tell if they continued into the cave.
Mm-hmm. How far is the cave?
Probably about 300
Okay.
yards away.
Should we? Nothing else around the campfire, like left or any sort of obvious things left behind, or I don't know. They had a fire, so that's one thing to know.
Is the fire hot?
Are you? What fire is this? So you haven't found a campfire.
Oh, we haven't found it. Oh,
Okay.
okay. I
So
thought
we
we were
just
just
found the cave.
There is a cave in the vicinity of the area you saw the
Right,
glow
okay.
coming from.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
And
No.
You gather potentially that the glow may have been coming from within the cave, given the position.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't.
I was
want
under
to
the impression that we were at a campfire and there was a cave nearby, and at the campfire checked for tracks. That's what I thought was it.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought you'd seen the cave and then gone, oh, I wonder if they came up this way, and then checked for tracks.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Yeah. I think we'll head to the cave. If we get to the, I mean, yeah, I know now it's fishy people, so that's fine.
You can try just gesture to the cave. Cave, steep, sled heavy.
Yeah, that's a good point, Detritus.
They try to make points. That points holds out a javelin. Good boy.
Yes.
I would also probably say you realize at this point that you have no way of crossing to the other side of where this cave, that the shoreline continues beyond this cave. Certainly not whilst dragging a sled.
Why not?
Is the water flowing into the cave?
Yeah, so there's like an inlet of water.
Cave there. How
to go
far
around.
across?
And that's why you mentioned
The gap in the water is about 20, 30 feet.
Are there any trees nearby?
Just chop down a bunch of trees.
Should we
Make
Pontoon time,
should
baby.
we leave?
No, so in terms of where you're walking, you guys are walking along the shoreline,
Yeah.
and then there's cliffs up here. So
Okay.
you're in a very sort of rocky Jurassic Coast sort of
Okay.
slatey coastline.
and we'd
Detritus.
have to cross the river to go to
carry
continue
on?
north.
If you want to continue in this direction, yeah. Otherwise, you'd have to sort of backtrack and go up over the cliffs instead.
Can Detritus point to his loincloth and boats?
Do you have a boat?
He kind of looks down. Boats. And looks around, and then by his left butt cheek, he points to a little badge of a 12-foot long rowboat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doors.
As a player, I know what you're talking about. I don't know if Delilah's seen it or not.
He's just
and
pointing
it's
to
very
his ass.
confusing.
Like
We just
boats.
pointing to your ass,
You
big
guys
boat.
have seen
Boss.
the row of useful items in use already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You're just not seeing it
Should I
next to
inspect
his
the
butt.
ass then to try to find this boat?
Does the water seem calm today?
I mean,
it's an inlet.
It's
it should
coastal
be.
waves. It's
But
well, yeah.
it's not been
You haven't sort of
overly
seen in the cave, but the water sort of rushing into the inlet is sort of moving quite quickly. It's
But in terms of like wind,
it's relatively calm day weather-wise, but the surf and the swell is still quite sort of sizable.
How like as in, would Detritus look at it and go, "I'm not crossing that," or would he?
If you have a boat, can we just sail on the sea?
Hmm.
I legitimately forgot you had a boat, so I'm just like,
Detritus just wants to use it to cross this 20-foot gap.
And then have to carry
that's-
it the rest of the way.
And this
Yeah.
is still advanced thinking for Detritus guy.
Delilah was like,
okay.
"You have a fucking boat?"
Can we
Bow.
leave things that we can't carry into the cave, just here? Check the
Do we-
cave, and then we can, try and use the boat to maybe.
If we can, I want to
Go
check the
northwards.
cave, like on the whims of whimsy, so to say, on the winds of whimsy. But your friend is still actively dying. Should we not use this boat Detritus apparently has?
I mean,
Um,
how good has he been doing now since the ointments that we've been applying?
He seems to be progressing in a positive direction,
Okay.
Yeah,
all things considered.
he seems to be on the mend. He's not dying, so to speak, anymore.
Coughs of blood.
Okay.
I love that song.
It's been a couple.
It's
of
like
days since-
there just seems to be a little bit more color to his face. Like it's
Yeah.
not like deathly white and
The
clammy.
T-Rex
And,
meat.
He's not deep in the infection anymore, like I imagine.
yeah,
Anthony is.
the fever seems to have broken. He's still got pretty messed up guts, and he's wary of eating too much T-Rex meat.
Yeah, messed up guts is a common symptom to Detritus's delights.
As long as our objective here won't die, I'm okay with exploring the cave.
I just want to see if it's a big cave, small cave, if they're there, if they're not there, do they have things there? Is it a special cave? I don't know. I
Looks
can't not
big.
check the cave. Maybe there's something there I can burn over there. I don't know.
Well, I consider you the captain of this little unit, so if you say we go into the cave,
Go
Cool.
into cave.
I like it. Let's go.
You go into the cave,
we leave the shit and then we go in the cave.
and as who's going into the cave first? What sort of marching order are you talking about here?
It's actually really important to talk about. What are we leaving the NPCs outside? Are we bringing them into the mouth? Of
Can
the
we
cave?
clarify? Have we accepted Martin with an E back into our party?
Oh yeah, or did we leave him
very-
for
very
that
good
tree?
question.
Cowardice.
He did return to you as you were butchering the
After the
T-Rex.
dangerous pass.
Detritus just
after the
stands up.
dangerous pass.
No meat for him.
The
He looks
response was
dejected.
Delilah is like,
Gesturing a
let's
femur.
doing the meat
I-
carving. Like, I should be responsible here and like give this weak person we need to protect some meat. Same time, fuck him. I think with detritus, she goes
Casimir's
with
kind
the
of
fuck him option.
indifferent. Casimir's indifferent. Like you don't. Yeah.
Just everyone's kind of ignoring him. If he wants to tag along, he tags along.
The moment he starts becoming a burden, Casimir's gonna be like fuck off. But so far he's just there. He's not being a burden. He's not necessarily helpful either. So he's just like indifferent. So
Okay, Captain. Do we let you have two decisions here? Do we let Martino into the group again, or do we go into the cave? Make two decisions for us.
how many other than the three of us is there? We got Brockville, we got
Sarah
Sarah.
and
Sarah.
Martino.
And Martin.
and him.
And Boyko.
He's probably going to
And
follow
Boyko.
us even if we do tell him to go away.
Just like, do we leave the
and
NPCs
the-
outside or inside?
Oh.
The stuff that we can't really maybe bring into the cave. How close to the cave could we bring it potentially? Before we
You
go
could
to
bring
the-
it up to sort of within
Mouth
sort of
of
5-10 feet at the mouth of it. Yeah.
I say we
Um,
leave them three right outside the mouth of the cave, and we just go in and check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be my
All right.
worst case scenario. We run out, and we're with them, and
Do we have what's Martin equipped with?
A
Weapon-wise.
scimitar.
Scimitar.
mm-hmm.
As we go past, can detritus kind of grab it just with a massive hand and then push it into his chest? You don't run again. With his most I will skin you and eat you
okay.
next.
Yeah, that's fine. I won't. I'll stay with you. Yes. I will.
As the Tritus walks away, Casimir's gonna walk up to it. Just to add to your anxiety. Something
please do.
happens to
Where's
something
the Dutch
happens to
accent? Carl?
Brockville on your watch.
Angus.
Hmm?
Where's the Dutch accent?
He's not Dutch just because it's.
Okay. Sorry, carry on.
Something happens to Brockville on your watch, and you do nothing about it. I will skin you alive.
Duly noted.
And anything to say there, Desmond, as you walk past?
I will bear that in mind. Thank you very much.
It's like, bitch, we saved your life. At least fucking.
Yeah, I mean, let's. I'm all for being like comically dickheadish to this guy, but he's probably just like a jeweler or a banker
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
Oh, yeah.
We did
He's
then
just a
endanger him
civilian.
straight away afterwards.
Yeah.
Fighting a T-Rex.
But we're trying to
Like-
get him home, though, right?
Yeah, like he has to
We're trying
like
to get him home.
step
He's
up
gotta-
in some manner.
We've rescued
Yeah.
you. Now help us fight our way out.
Join our army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're conscripted.
Do the bare
Congratulations.
minimum.
Either
and
way,
stand
if
guard.
you lose, you die.
Don't run. Yeah, just don't.
I mean, that's
run
true
if-
regardless.
Yeah.
Whether it's us killing him, somebody else killing him.
Work with us and not run away from us when
Yeah,
Yeah.
Detritus just wants him to
Af-
not run away.
After
Yeah,
the two
yeah.
massive
He can
boys
stay back
threaten
in
his
a
life.
fight. That's fine. Like he can sort of be careful in the fight and maybe like.
Okay, after the two massive boys
If you
threaten his
do
life
that,
and leave.
we won't skin you alive. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
come up to him afterwards
If
and
you
be
stick
like,
around, but you're being a bit defensive. That's fine.
you could.
so you
try
you heading
to
towards the
protect-
cave?
Yeah, I'll swing by this guy first. I'll just walk up to him and like kind of politely just try to not have him panic to death. I'm just like, just God, help us stand guard out here. We're gonna vet this real quick, and then we'll be right back out. We don't
I'm
want to get
getting some
ambushed.
really mixed messages.
No, it's the same message. I'm just saying, please help us. I'm not gonna try to threaten you. I mean, I guess I could haunt you throughout the realms if you ran away, but like, please, just help us be a good team player. We'll get back to town safely. What do you do for a profession, by the way? Who are you?
This must be scarier
my
than
name's-
detritus.
My name's Martin with an E.
Are you a baker? Or what do you do?
No, I'm a fisherman.
Okay, nice quiet life, right? Really comfortable. We'll get you
It
back to that.
was, yeah.
If you can help us and just help protect everybody, shout if something comes maybe into the cave.
Okay.
And then we'll get you back
Wait
to your
a
nice,
minute.
quiet, comfortable life.
You're a fisherman.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you can maybe help us catch some fish soon. I hope.
Yeah. I haven't got a hook or nothing.
We might find one in the cave. We'll see if we can.
You might find one in the cave, and if you do, I will be more than happy to try and catch some fish for you.
Yeah, and I'm sure if we don't, we can at least think if you can figure something out, right? Anyway, other thing, do you know anything about these? You saw the footprint thing. Did
I've heard tales of sea men. Men that come from the sea, but they're not men, like fish men.
I've also heard tales of seamen, and I look over to the big guy.
so the seamen have tails. Okay.
Is that quite, whatever. Let's look out for fish people.
Go in cave now. Look for seamen.
Okay, you have a think.
Yes.
While you're out here, you keep watch, and if you're bored, you have a think about how you could catch a fish without your equipment, and maybe you remember something about those fishmen, if something comes to your mind. No pressure. Just don't
Hey.
fucking run away.
Yeah, that
I
is
have
like
no
certain
respect
death
for
you.
people that run away.
If they
Okay,
are
that does-
those fishmen, the stories say that they're raiders, that they raid fishing villages and
Told
they
you.
raid ships and boats, drag people to the water and to their deaths. So good luck in there. I hope it's not them.
Okay.
We'll
and
be
instead
fine.
of running away, you'll shout for us or something, right? Or-
If I won't run away.
Good.
In my defense, that was a fucking massive T-Rex.
Everyone knows what a T-Rex is, but they don't know how to write.
It was bigger than the Dreyfus, to be fair.
Okay, also, for the record, I point to Sarah. She's probably your best chance of survival as well. Do not abandon her. No matter what. Stick with her in Boyko. And Brogville. Boyko's the meal if you haven't caught on to that in the days we've been traveling.
Okay.
Yeah, into cave.
And we go into
We
cave.
finally acknowledged them fully.
Okay.
Detritus
So,
in the
marching order.
Detritus in the
It's
lead. I
taken like
think.
2 months.
Detritus
He would
in
have
the
got on
lead.
board of the talking and
Yeah.
got distracted by
So-
a moss or something.
Delilah heading in behind. Okay, so Detritus
I'll
has
go
met
in
all
last.
of you. As you round the stone entryway and get your first glance inside of the cave. It's sizable inside. When you sort of round in, you're looking at 160 feet across. It narrows towards the end, or towards the rear, and you see the waves lapping up against the sides and bottom of a shipwreck. It's listing and leaning heavily into to its side. The mast lays broken.
That's cool. Can you repeat the distances for me again? So how far from me to the
Probably
shipwreck?
from you to the shipwreck is about 80 feet.
And how close is the shipwreck
widest
to the
part
back of the cave?
So you can see beyond the ship. It goes another 60 feet.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And there is a light shining from the back of the ship, and you can see the glow of firelight beyond the ship.
Okay.
What's your passive perception? Is it 12?
I think we're all the same.
I think you're all
I think
12.
we're 12.
Yeah, so,
You do notice in the fore deck of this wrecked ship, the bit that you still sort of visible, you see the crouched greenish humanoid figure that appears to be trying to hide but not doing particularly well at it.
Great.
Can I... How far? So it's 60 foot.
Get you in here. So
Oh.
you are here.
I'd just say to Casimir
See.
behind me,
Yeah.
but not particularly stealthily. There is thing on boat. I kill, we friend.
What thing is it? What?
Try just
What does it
just try
look
and
like?
imitate it like
Fish?
fish, but not taste good.
Fish, but
And then I'll try and gesture its
Walking.
height. That I think it is. I'm guessing small by the Detritus' standards.
Yeah, probably roughly the same sort of size as Delilah.
Okay, he'll just point at Delilah. That's what it looks like.
A small, beautiful fish man. Okay.
okay, I'm just thinking. Will this thing be able to talk to us? Do we think?
The Detritus gives you a look
I
of, are you
could
seriously
talk
asking
to
me?
He's the
As in,
one. He's
Delilah,
so
did you cast Comprehend Languages a second time?
I mean, hypothetically, I could be keeping it up if we just stopped to cast every 10 minutes, but I could. No, probably not. Unless I was just doing it passively.
Well, I wasn't sure if you had recast it since last night. I couldn't remember if you said you were going to cast it before you came into the cave.
I said that? Okay.
I can't.
okay,
Well,
yeah.
I can't remember if you said you were going to.
That would have been smart. Yeah. Okay, I cast it. Like I said, evidently. If you want me to ritual cast it, then yes, we did that outside of the cave. If not, I can cast it now. It'll be a spell slot, but it won't be a big deal.
What's the range
That's
of
up to you.
improvised thrown weapon?
No, I mean it's up to you, Angus. If I had done it outside,
Comprehend
then we would
languages let you speak the language or just understand?
just understand,
Just understand.
just comprehend. But it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
still quite helpful. Speak back to them. Or we could just mutter everything here and move on.
Well, the way I see it, we should probably kill it before it attracts more. But I just wonder if it has any information before we kill it.
I make friend.
Try and sneak
yeah,
up to
yes.
it. If it notices you and wants to attack, just kill it.
That's not how friend make. You watch.
let's both try to make.
Can
Oh, no.
Detritus pull some meat out of his loincloth that he's been keeping, some T-Rex meat,
Is this Smeagol?
and do a full like javelin
Fish
throw? To throw
Okay.
the meat. So it's going to take his his run up to there.
Do we want to try and go up and talk to them before we
And
fall?
then-
Just so where like you're on. It's difficult to sort of.
Like not in the
Right,
water,
but-
but up to the water's edge.
Yeah, so you would need to sort of come to about here to go down a slope to the sandy bit here. Otherwise, you're sort of about 5-10 feet above.
But that's fine. I just want to throw the meat
Okay,
all the
yeah,
way
that's fine.
over the water onto the deck. I'm not aiming for him. I just want to get the meat near him.
Okay.
As he does this, I cast comprehend languages very quick.
So, yeah,
Just
look
roll,
like
roll me a
forward
straight.
javelin throw.
Roll me a strength check.
Okay, well that should be interesting.
Oh, not a strength save, just a strength check.
Oh, sorry.
Just
Oh,
straight
wait,
strength roll.
That's better.
33.
And I
okay.
will shout in giant and goblin. Friend, eat.
Okay, so you haul this hunk of meat, and we're talking like brisket-sized piece of meat, just
Size of
and
a
it hits him. It just sort of slaps against the side, and then you shout out, "Friend, eat," in common, giant, and goblin. Do you see it sort of peer up over?
The fuck, dude?
And
We wave. Hello.
This is my house.
Delilah, do you hear the scream of in this just horrible, just bubbly, wet, throaty language that they speak? Intruders.
Did I just turns back to you and goes,
Can I?
friends?
Okay, they won't speak in common, but there's a good chance they'll understand it. I'm gonna yell out, "Not intruders, parlay, parlay," as I walk up to detritus.
And try to bell out afterwards, more meat.
Yes, we have more meat.
We
As
should have sneaked.
token of
for
friendship.
fuck's sakes.
Pretends to rub
We're not
his
gonna sneak
tummy.
that way, man.
Just
You're
go,
in heavy armor. We're like move action away at the very least.
Well, you should have sneaked.
I'm fine. I haven't been hit since like the temple, man. I'm fine.
I haven't been hit.
I'm
since
immortal as far as I
yesterday.
know.
What are you doing there, Angus?
Just measuring some stuff. A spear
far from
comes
love giving?
flying in your
Yeah.
direction.
Spear of love?
Disadvantage because it's an 8, so it sails harmlessly past. In fact, it doesn't even reach you. It sort of falls short and lands in the sand in the beach below you.
I want to nominate Carl for an inspiration. Spear of Love in the background. It was very funny.
That's the third album name as well.
Spear
I
of
was
Love.
like,
Hell
you
yeah,
know,
baby.
what
Spear
are
of
you
love.
measuring? Like, how far from giving love are they?
About a spear's like
Spear,
out there, you
spear of
know?
love.
The detritus will shout as it kind of lands next to him, just look at it and go, bad friends. And as soon as he's able, Angus just start running towards the ship.
Okay, so
Yell,
yeah.
it's not too late to give up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Give up.
For God's
sake,
Wait,
give
die.
up.
Your
Yeah.
track to the ship would sort of be
Yeah, it's going to be a
there, and then there's
bit of a-
some stuff going on over here.
yeah.
Yeah, around there. What's your? You've already moved, so like. I'll tell you what, this is probably a good time to roll some initiative.
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 There's
Don't roll initiative,
genocide
don't
us
roll
as fish
initiative, don't
people.
roll initiative.
Can I try
Yeah,
to
you can roll
intimidate these
initiative.
guys into giving up before our gigantic friend kills them? I'm trying to
You
say,
can-
give up now before he kills you, please.
We've seen enough blood today. Look how depressed Casimir is. He just want a nice day.
They're not humans. This should make you happy, you
Yeah,
bastard.
actually, yeah. Casimir could really get his groove
yeah.
back after this. Just chopping
Aw,
his way through
yeah.
some little fish people.
How oddly wholesome.
The wholesale slaughter.
He's not gotten a chance
Yeah.
to proper hack away at something he hates.
Oh, his
Constantly
time
being
will
on the
come.
back foot, you know. He misses being the raider, you know. He doesn't
Mm.
like
Oh,
fighting raiders.
What T-Rex?
We can raid
sort
these
of snake
people if you-
dudes. Yeah, we're the raiders now. Look
Yeah.
at me.
Oh,
I am the
maybe.
raider now.
you are the bad guy, my buddy.
Oh,
Delilah fist bumps you.
thanks.
It's like a reverse
Oh,
redemption arc.
Thank you.
A dissension arc, if you will.
So, Delilah, you're actually up first with,
Oh, okay.
and yeah.
So I don't get any additional then. Fine, that's cool.
Uh,
Just checking.
you take your remaining movement
10.
from your previous turn.
There you go.
And we had a long rest since the T-Rex fight.
Yeah,
You have had a long rest since the T-Rex.
it's all back, baby.
Okay,
Maybe we should have just brought the T-Rex head in, and they'll give up.
basically.
Throw it at them.
Okay. I'm going to Blade Song, and almost like, you know when audio switches from one ear to the other? I'm basically gonna do that. This fishman is gonna hear audio from the big, like, in front of him, and then very quickly behind him, as Delilah summer steps right behind him.
What's the range on that?
60 foot. So assuming I have,
Wow.
Yeah, wow. That's
Quite.
that's quite useful. But you can walk
Not
and
gonna
then use it, or does it take up all
Oh,
your
yeah,
movement?
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I'll walk and then,
So
Face
it's
step
like
up to
90
him.
foot you can move in one turn.
yeah.
Nice.
I told Angus about this earlier, but one of my biggest gripes with D&D is the lack of movement.
Mm.
So I almost always build my characters with some form of movement.
Yeah. I remember with Ario
Right.
how much he would move compared to like,
Yeah, like
Felric
120
with
a
his
turn
25
if I put
feet.
my mind to it.
Yeah.
And it would have only got worse. I say it would have been the same with Jacob as well.
Yeah. Yeah, actually. That's what's
Okay,
mental. Like Arya could go 120 foot in a turn if
Hmm.
he put his mind to it.
If you got the
Insane.
zoomies, yeah.
The zoomy.
And imagine someone hasted you as well.
Fuck, you know.
Hell yeah.
Delilah, what are you doing?
I am moving.
And do the thing.
I
You-
done the
you-
thing.
you-
Teleport.
Yep.
there we
Yeah.
are,
Arya
okay.
could beam flash.
So you'll see Delilah just run up and around you, my big strong muscle man. And then when she gets like about here-ish, she'll teleport right behind this guy, sword drawn.
What's the effect when you
farming
teleport?
with magic. This specifically is the summer.
On
So
the step, so you takes 2 points of fire damage, right?
yeah, as soon as I pop out.
Nice.
Um,
The ship is now on
as far
fire.
as you, as far as you can tell, she has different types of teleports that you've seen so far. This one, her hair like starts to elongate a little bit, but like turn into like these fiery vines. And she takes on a more like, otherworldly fey appearance right before she teleports. And then she pops out as this fucking fire fey demon thing, and then we'll attack next turn, but I'm at an action economy, so she has a sword draw.
Okay.
Can they try to yell to Casimir, they did something to Delilah?
She's done this a couple of times in your presence,
Oh, okay.
including
Oh,
during
okay.
the TX fight.
Oh, okay. Cool. I guess he won't say anything.
Casimir,
Must be
you
jealous.
are up now.
Past here, does this look like it's possible? In
Yeah,
any
what's
way,
going
or
on
does
there?
it just kind of end?
Yeah, no, so that sort of, where it's black, it's going up into the wall. So what you can see is traversable.
Okay.
There are probably some patches
Oh,
that
okay,
are
'cause
difficult terrain.
I thought
That's-
this rock
that's a
was like
rock.
blocking away or something.
No, that's the floor rock. You'd be clambering over
Okay,
it.
okay.
It looks like that then
Yes.
continues around
How do I
a corner
Q,
here.
right? Oh, yeah.
Q or right click.
So 30.
Ah.
And I'll dash. Oh wait. Oh God. What? What?
Hmm?
That's not what I wanted. I okay.
What?
I'm
What?
just gonna choose the rule. Right, it's 60 feet away. I could try and do the. I wanna attempt it. I'm just gonna attempt the throw the axe at the
Axe of
maximum range
hurling.
I got,
You can do
Okay,
it.
roll that attack with
which is
disadvantage.
60. It is 60, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is 60,
20
yeah.
by 60.
And it's
Oh,
20.
oh,
20.
that's one. Hold
Oh.
on.
That's the first roll.
Ooh,
Roll it again.
that's
19.
19.
Nice.
19 hits.
Not bad. What's that roll? 13. Oh yeah, 13. Oh yeah, I got +6. Nice. Yeah, so I'll do that, and I will do.
5 points
Oh,
of slashing
oh yeah,
damage.
my reroll thing is only for 200 weapons. So yeah, it's just that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Anything more from you? Any
No.
bonus
I think
actions or
enough,
nothing?
No.
All right. Detritus, you are up.
I am, aren't I? Okay, I will approach along the shoreline. Did you say that it's difficult terrain on this rock?
No, the sort of vegetative area beyond it would be
Okay.
difficult terrain.
How much is that going to cost me in terms of movement?
That'll be half movement through
the veggies.
through the
That's
greenery.
10 foot, so that takes up 20.
Not that bit, because you can just sort of go round that bit.
Okay.
Although that will cost you more movement, so probably about the same as going straight across it.
Where can I get to? Here or further?
So you were there, were you?
This one.
There.
Oh, there, actually.
With your movement? Is it 30?
It's 30, yes, sorry.
Yeah. Then. So. And. You could probably get 2 more squares ahead.
So there? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think either... Yeah.
I suppose what that would also do is
A reveal.
reveal some more.
Ooh, more ship. Okay, so we can go round, and there's a little bridge. I like that. Okay, as I come to the end of my...
I did not make this map.
As I come to the end of my... like the last 10 feet, I'm going to get my my javelin and just start to like charge up a rage using my bonus action, increasingly getting louder as I progress that last 10 feet, and then like a jump in the air throw. So I will do the D8 for rage first.
Okay.
Which gives us a 5, and a 5 results in whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Whenever a creature attacks you. That's
so
dope.
hits you with an attack roll.
Oh, hits
So-
you with an
yeah,
attack
but
roll.
so it would
Okay.
include range damage as well, though. So that's good. And I'm gonna javelin this little dude who refused my generous gift of meat.
Okay, roll your
A bloop.
javelin.
Jeez.
26 hits.
20 plus 5. Okay. Bloop. No, it's
13.
we did say that we would add the rage.
We did
onto-
say we'd add the rage damage,
so
yeah.
13.
13.
I'm just glad I didn't hit Delilah.
Javelin sinks into the back of this creature. Delilah, you sort of see it. It's looking in really rough shape.
Kick it in the nuts. Detritus is just gonna get his breath back. So he's done now for movement and actions.
Delilah looks at you and just.
Hello.
Oh yeah, dude. Good job.
Yeah, Detritus done.
Okay. So it's their turn now. And the first thing you guys all hear is a scream. Very human sounding scream
Oh.
coming from behind you, Delilah. And
okay,
you
good.
sort of teleported behind this creature and teleported facing it, so you hadn't really sort of seen what was going on beyond the ship. But hearing the scream and turning, you see this bit first, and then here.
I was right. They
A
are naughty.
human woman, just being harried by these two Sahagin.
Okay, so they're not in. She's being harried, harassed. She's like a captive under assault.
It certainly appears to be like that's the case, and she has just screamed.
No, she's the boss.
She's
about to
A war
transform.
cry.
She's about to.
Delilah, from your left, a spear comes flying out towards you. It's a natural 17 for a total of 20.
So is that from the northeast of the map?
The west of the map,
okay.
as this additional, previously hidden creature pops up and throws his spear at you. For a 20.
20, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Let me double check here, but I believe that is a miss.
Oh,
Impressive.
Yeah. Bonus to your AC, including your intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
So it's Dex and Mage Armor, which I cast every morning. That's 17.
Nice.
Plus another 4 is 21.
So you're the tank, is what you're saying.
no way.
Unless I get hit by
Okay.
something, yes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take until I get hit, and it's scary, and then it's your turn. The spear will come back, and then, like, barely looking, she's just gonna carve it in the middle of this, of its arc. That way it flies off in different directions.
Casimir, you see just this Delilah fucking Jedi master in this spear attack, deflecting it. As you hear then the sound of splashing coming from the small beach area just to your left, as two emerge from the water and start heading towards you. This one gets to there and is going to just launches straight at you and just with its teeth, first of all. And that's a 20 as well.
Damn. That's
There's 2 points of piercing damage.
okay.
Wait, cast shield.
At which point he backs up and jabs at you with his spear. That's a natural 20.
Fucking hell. What is this 20s? Natural.
So that's D8. 7 points of piercing damage with the spear.
At least they're not like stupidly doing damage like the fucking T-Rex.
This guy comes rushing up as well, and he's going to do the same. First of all, they're going to come in and bite you. That's a 9, so that doesn't hit. And then same thing back up with a spear. That's 8, so that doesn't hit either. That will be their turn. Delilah.
Okay, question. I can pretend to lose track of time and then continue doing this, but I would need to go to work otherwise. How long?
Oh yeah, look at it. I tell you what, because we're back up at the top of the turn order, and it is like 8 minutes before you've got to go. In fact, I think it's like 8 minutes to you've got to be there, isn't it? So that's probably
just send them the
a
stream,
really good
they'll
time
understand.
to wrap up. And
Yeah, I'm
we'll
only
see
12 minutes away, so it's fine.
That's all right. Yeah, that's going to be. We're going to wrap that up as the end of the session. Thank you, everyone who's watching. Oh, we got some people in. It jumped up. Typical. I've just turned over to the stream saying
Right
we're
now,
finishing up
yeah.
for the day, and
Every time.
the numbers are going up. So
All you Americans
come
need
back
to get
next
up
week
early and watch
and
us in the morning.
just come and watch us earlier. We've been going for
Just wake
like
up
nearly
early.
4 hours.
3 hours 38 minutes.
Just
And
if
and
you're American,
you've
just-
missed all the good stuff. Like there was a
Yeah.
T-Rex and
I punched it.
finish
and-
work
and
earlier, you know?
T-Rex.
Just come watch it.
And now there's a sea cave with a wrecked ship and
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Detritus's delights.
Detritus's delights, smoked T-Rex meat.
And we're running from snake people and a dragon and
And some weird
It's like-
alien shape-shifting murder creature.
yeah, and zombie
Indeed.
Oh, zero.
Things.
Yeah.
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 Right.
And apparently
We should
there's
let
a
Desmond
German
go
at some
so
point,
that he can get to work.
Thank you,
Um,
everyone.
There could be pirates.
Thank you, Angus, for a very fun
They might be
session.
pirates. We'll find out next week.
There could be.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye, everyone. Popping it on to
Bye.
ending soon.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Come back next week.
Check out our other videos. Bye-bye.